This is the M Zone.
And welcome to the M Zone. Jamie Morris. On Mondays is Eric Black Day, so hey, Eric's in the seat on the ones and twos. Well, hey, look, why do they call it a rivalry? Because each team wins. And they haven't won in 4 years. And yes, I'm talking about Ohio State. They came and they saw and they kicked our ass. I'm not gonna shy away from that. They got after us. They showed who had the better players. They showed the strength of the offense and defensive line. They got after us. But message to the University of Michigan football team. Now it's over. Now it is over. And what I'm talking about, the Jim Harbaugh era. It's now over because that was the last link to the Jim Harbaugh thing that we had. The championships, the different things we had. And we were able to sustain that last year, to keep it going. We were down, what? They had us down by 21 points. We were not, they didn't have us down. But the bettors, the people that make the numbers, had us a minus 21. And we went down there and showed them what Michigan football was all about. That being said, we didn't make the changes we were supposed to make. We didn't do the things we were supposed to do. It's time for the head coach of the University of Michigan now to make his changes. This team is coached by Sharon Moore now. It was last year, but I'm saying it is time. They've held over and held the Jim Harbaugh credo and different things like that. Remember what you got. You got a prize baby, golden baby boy who had an opportunity to play this season, who got a chance to play in the game. And yes, I'm sorry, Gail Van Dyne doesn't know that I'm on the air, so that's okay. I'm sorry. That being said, now it's time for you, Sharon, to take over this team. Change the culture. Do what Jim would do. Because that's what he did when you and your coaching staff came in. Jim changed the program around. He brought in coaches. He told coaches to do, and I'm not saying you got to alter your coaching, but it's time for you to let your coaches coach. Let your offensive coordinator, Chip Lindsey, be the offensive coordinator. You need to be the administrator. You've got to oversee all of Michigan football. Let Wink Martindale do his thing. If he so chooses. Let everybody be themselves. I mean, if that's what you can do. Because look, we've already wasted 1 year. And I don't mean to say waste, but we've already lost 1 year of our guy. Bryce Underwood has got T minus, I don't know how many years now. I don't know. This one he had to learn. And I get it. I'm not blaming anything on him. I'm not blaming anything on you. I'm just saying it's his first year. He got a heavy dose of what it is in the Big Ten around the nation. What people call Michigan football. It's time for you to alter it. Put that ball in the air. Don't be afraid to throw the ball. That young man threw the ball on third down, mostly. Third down. You got to use this young man or you're going to lose him. Somehow, you've got to utilize your quarterback. And that's why I said, let Chip Lindsey run his offense. It's time. You've done this. We've done the run-first offense. It is time to balance the offense. That means throw the ball on first down. That means do the things you're supposed to do. Let Bryce Underwood be Bryce Underwood. Let him do his thing. I mean, I get it. People are going to say, well, Bryce didn't play good in the game and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Did you watch that game? Because I watched it. And they knew when the ball was going to be thrown. Every time we go to third down, we threw the ball. I'll give you guys some hope. If we were able to score a touchdown in those first 2 drives, that means the first 2 drives, we would have won that game. You want to know why? We got into their heads. They'd say, here we go again. We can't stop them. We can't get them. They got our number. But they held us to field goals. 6 points ain't going to do it. 10 points would have done it. 14 points would have done it. We made some bonehead plays too. My goodness, I love that young man, Barham. I love him. I love his tenacity. I love how he plays. But you should have been thrown out the game, young man. Thrown out the game. Nobody but an official. Headbutt an official in the head. I got mad. I didn't see it till someone said, look at your phone, Jamie. Look at your phone. I looked at it. I said, what the? I mean, that was a bonehead play. We can't have that. Keep your composure. And yes, the referees were messing up, both. There was no home cooking. We didn't get the home cooking I thought we should have got. I mean, I'm going to say, I heard it from every NFL official that was on TV that day. Did you hear it? He said that ball should have been a touchback. The ball bubbled. I saw it. After the replay. I get it. You don't want to make a call, Big Ten. You don't want to let anybody come into your box and booth and let them hear what they should be hearing. ACC's got enough nerve. Where's your nerve? You're supposed to be one of the top 2 conferences. Yet, we didn't get to hear what the referee said or what the officials would say. We should have had that opportunity. That would have been good. That would have been good TV. You missed out, Big Ten. Fox, you missed out. That would have been a great opportunity for us to see what they were saying and hear an opportunity. You know what I'm thinking? We got to get this kid that touchdown. We got to get this kid that touchdown. That's what I heard. I don't know what you heard. But it just doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying to you is it's time to turn the page, Sharon. It's time for you to take a look at yourself in the mirror. And you need to make decisions. Are you keeping coaches? Are you letting coaches go? Do we have the best coaches at every position? And if we don't, you go get the best coach at that position. No friends. We don't need your friends on your team. We don't need yes men. We need guys that are going to come here and make our players better. And if you can do that, then you're right there with your mentor. Because that's what he did. He went and he let the yes guys go. That's the only reason we turned into a championship team. He let the yes men go. He brought in guys that were hungry, that understood, and made kids responsible, made them accountable. It is time for us to do that again. We got to turn the page. I get it. You want to do the workman's shirt? Do the workman's shirt. That's kind of funny. I get that. You want to do that? Do that. That's not a Jim Harbaugh'ism. That's everybody. You guys came up with that. But it's time to turn the page on Jim Harbaugh. And I love myself some Jim Harbaugh. I played with Jim Harbaugh. I watched him coach. I cheered him on. I still cheer for him. Last night I was cheering for him. I just want you to let him go so you can coach him. You need to establish a new culture. I don't care if it looks like what Jim did, but it's got to be yours. And these kids have got to understand it's not the old days, it's the new days. Establish yourself as the coach. Because right now, we got to repair everything. You got an arm, a 5-star quarterback, and you got to get ready for him. You got to bring in receivers. If you don't go into the portal and get some receivers, we're in trouble. If you don't go get some offensive linemen, we're in trouble. If you don't go get some defensive linemen that are going to help us, we're in trouble. We need that help. It's time. We're not that far away. We're not that far away. But yet, we are far away. We are that far away. We found out how far away. We're down. We can't be a championship team. No, I didn't pick us to go to I say this all the time. I didn't pick us to go to the college football playoffs this year. I got 9-3. Am I happy about 9-3? No, I'm greedy. I want 10-2. I was expecting 10-2. I thought we could do this. But that's okay. That's okay. We got time. Not a lot of time, but we got time. I'm going to end this right now, but I'm just going to say this. I don't know how much time we got, but if we don't show these players that we are intended to bring in new players that can play up to the caliber of Michigan, what are you telling them? What are you showing them? Come on in, Eric Black. What's up, man? What'd you see?
What's happening, Jamie?
It's good to hear you, man. I'm sorry.
You
Thank you.
You're good, man. No problem.
Had some things to say, and I had to get it off my chest because, you know what? I walked away, and I didn't talk to anybody. Didn't read a damn thing. Read more about Lane Kiffin than Michigan.
Oh, boy, yeah.
I'm not lying.
It's a lot to talk about.
I mean, yes, we got a lot to talk about. But I don't like losing to Ohio State. I lost to them twice. I was lucky we won twice too. So it's like kissing sisters, I guess. That's the old way. I know that's gross, maybe, and different thing, but that's what we used to say back in the day.
Right. You don't like tie. You don't like the tie.
I don't like ties. I should, maybe I should go back and get a 5th year. I don't know. Not nowadays. Not nowadays.
I don't know. Maybe you might be eligible. I don't know.
But they running that ball. Look, Eric, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We score one touchdown in those first 2 series. One of those series, we score a touchdown. I think Ohio State, they freak out. I think it goes through their head again. We were there. They were that vulnerable.
There. You really were right there. That Jair interception. You're already up 3-0. You got the field goal on the first drive, and then you pick them off in their territory right at the beginning of the drive, and you get to the first and goal.
Yes.
You get to first and goal, you got to score a touchdown there. To me, that was, like you said earlier, that's where you lost, basically.
And
you
for
lost
the first
by
time,
kicking that second. The first field goal, okay, I got you. Get up 3-0.
Yes.
No problem with that. Obviously, it was a bit of a longer field goal. And you know what? Zavada, he had a tough time this season.
He drilled it. Yes.
He drilled it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you get that second field goal, I honestly, we were still packing up, but I was looking. I was like, how close are we? Because honestly, 4th down and how much, it really depends. Obviously, it was 4th and 7. Oh. So you feel a little less good about going on it 4th and 7, although Dan Campbell would have gone for it. I know that. That's all I'm saying. For better, for worse, right? But I just don't think you could leave that drive going up 6-0. To me, 6-0 is nothing.
Well,
for Ohio
that's
State
what the coaches say when they come over and they huddle up. It's only 6-0. All we got to do is score a touchdown, gentlemen. All we got to do is score a touchdown.
That's it. And then they did. They did right away. Obviously, that bobble from Smith, we're going to talk about. I mean,
we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, the network said, the Big Ten officials said we didn't have a good enough replay.
No.
Apparently, everyone else in America saw it except them.
What are you talking about? I saw the replay.
I know.
I had to put my glasses on because I wanted to make sure. But I saw the replay. I mean, come on.
After the game, they were asked after the game, and they said we didn't have conclusive video replay, which I don't know how.
They didn't have the guy in the box, and they didn't let America. They didn't let us in. They didn't let us in like the ACC.
No.
I want to get in. I want to get in with the ACC and listen to what they say.
ACC knows how to cook some stuff up. You know, remember that Miami touchdown years ago against Duke, I think, where that ball definitely didn't go forward, and there definitely wasn't several illegal blocks in the back, and they didn't have to replay it twice in order to finally get the right outcome that they needed for Miami to win that game. I'm not saying you got to cook the books or anything. Just call it like it's supposed to. I just don't know how everyone else in America can see that it's obviously a touchback. But yet the people calling the game, the people making the decisions about the replays don't know it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't get it either.
It's silly to me.
We sit there, you go, what the? Okay. I mean, everybody's seen it.
But you go up 10-0, knowing that you can win at 10-0. 6-0, I don't know if you can win.
No.
I think you got lucky early, and then that team, I mean, you saw what Sayan did after that. They made adjustments, and then he was cooking.
If you take that interception and go right down, and I'm going to give them this. I'm going to give them credit. They did try to throw on first down. That was the first and last time. They did try to throw on the first down. I don't know what the hell that was, but they did try to throw.
I think they were trying to overcorrect for last year. Everyone yelling at them that they didn't throw the ball enough. And then I think that overcorrection happened, and then they immediately throw an interception, which is pretty amazing. But that is like the playbook of how Michigan wins that game.
Right.
It has to go that way early. Michigan's not going to win a 40-39 shootout.
Right. No.
You got to win 13-10.
Exactly. And you got to play great defense. You got to play great defense. And they didn't. They couldn't get to the quarterback.
No,
he stood there like a statue and threw the ball down the field. He picked us apart.
And I think, obviously the secondary, I think, has been improved as they've gone throughout the season for sure. Yes. But the pass rush is really where it's kind of let you down. And I think that's the difference between having 2 first-round picks in the inside versus, this year you got good players.
No, they're great.
You got really good players.
They give you what they got. They give you
what you got.
Yes.
But in the end, it turned out that it just wasn't enough.
Right.
You really got no pressure on Sayan, especially in the second half. You got nothing.
They blocked them up, and then you knew they were going to run away and hide. They just ran the ball. They threw short little passes, but they ran the ball.
And they found times to make those big plays, to make those big throws down the field. And Tate and Smith are obviously 2 very talented receivers.
They are talented.
Carnell might be a first-round pick this year.
I get
Jeremiah Smith might be a top 5 pick the year after. But I think you still played well enough in that first quarter. If you score that touchdown instead of settling for a field goal, honestly, I feel like as a fan,
I would have went for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I would have went for it.
What are we doing here if not to try to win this game? Why are we trying to play not to lose?
And the fan, I bet you people are going crazy right now because they want to call in right now. But I'm just saying, you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance to talk to us. Yeah. I get it. But what I'm saying is, if you go for it, you're getting this crowd. That stadium would have gone crazy had we scored on that 4th down.
You need to apply the pressure to Ohio State because
you've got to.
Ohio State throughout the season, although obviously has been a dominant team all season, first halves have been kind of tough for them.
Yeah, the only team I've seen give them problems in the first half, it was Washington.
And they barely made that, and they were, I don't want to say lucky, but they got that touchdown to go up like 30 seconds left in the first half. So they were basically held scoreless by Washington in the first half.
No,
Ohio State in the second half, however, has been a monster.
Right.
So you had to go up early. You had to go up early and apply that pressure. And hopefully that their strategy of them having to throw the ball more, they feel the pressure to throw the ball more, got to them. And eventually your edge rushers won some of their battles. They just didn't.
No, they didn't. It's just look, I can't blame it on the kids because they gave us the effort that they could give us.
That's what they had.
That's what they had. And this is what I mean. When you lose players like that, you got to go find them. You've got to replace that. You got to get something more than what you had.
Ohio State. I mean, I don't see anywhere on the stat sheet Andrew Marsh. I mean, they completely shut him down.
They got after him. They had him double covered. You can see they had to, and they knew they had to do it, and they did.
Yeah, no, I mean, they did everything they needed to do to swallow up that passing game for Michigan. Bryce Underwood had 63 yards passing yesterday. Davis Warren had 62 the year before.
I know this. I get it. Bryce Underwood has an upside, but we've got to be able to throw the ball and throw the ball right. You got to give him the confidence that you believe in him. And Absolutely. He didn't have the confidence. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to say this. I'm giving honesty today. When I played in my first Ohio State game, I got knocked the hell out. I remember it because I don't remember most of it, but I remember some of it. But it was a, let's just say your cheeks got tight. I'm just saying you had to go out there against Ohio State and play in the horseshoe.
You know the stakes. Everybody understands the stakes of this.
I mean, you gotta use Bryce more. And look,
I agree.
That whole run, and I don't even know, you made him look like he wanted to run, but he didn't want to run. You know what I'm saying? He was indecisive.
I think indecision was ultimately his and I think, maybe that's coaching, maybe that's something
that's something
that's a freshman not wanting to make mistakes.
No, right.
And I think that's especially in a guy that is as talented as Bryce is, I think you're going to have to take some lumps every once in a while. And he obviously took some big lumps this year, and I think he'll learn from that, obviously. And I think this is a very confident young man. To turn him into not the most confident at the biggest stage, obviously, is a wake-up call, and you can't let that happen going forward in the future.
No, you're right.
And I expect this team to get better on passing the ball next season. I think you're spot on in terms of it's time to evolve.
We have to.
Look, we have to.
We can't run just the running plays in the middle and outside. We can't.
Especially with no Justice Haynes.
No, you don't have. Look, you've got to be able to open the field up because this is what this quarterback is all about.
Yeah.
You brought him here for a reason.
Yeah.
Not to just throw. We're not. Look, Jim Harbaugh's not here. He's not gonna latch down like JJ. Or he's not going to be here long. He's going to leave. You're going to make him leave if you try to lock him down.
We already see the rumors happening with Raiola in Nebraska.
I'm just saying, you have got to open up your offense. So you went and got this guy, Chip Lindsey, who knows how to work with great quarterbacks. Let him work. Let him do his job. Be the administrator, Sharon. Be the administrator. You make sure everything's taken care of in football. You don't worry about the offense. If you want to, wait a minute. If you want to horn in on a position, it's offensive line because that's what you coached.
Yeah,
that's what you coached. That's the one thing Bo coached up was the offensive line because that's what he coached when he coached.
If you're not going to have the better players like all across the board, you can't be as predictable as Michigan is with their play calling. I think that's been a plague of them really all season is the predictability of the play calling. And if you don't have the better players, if you can't just say we're running a counter and you're not going to stop it, and then you run the counter and they can't stop it, that's one thing, right? If they know what's coming but they can't stop it, that's one thing. You're as dominant the last 4 years as Michigan has been. That's what they've been doing.
The culture has to change.
Absolutely.
The culture has to change. It was a great culture, but I'm saying to you, that's the Jim Harbaugh culture. He will get his standings as the years wear on. We love him as a great coach and everything like that. But that's the Jim Harbaugh era. And now we can let it go. We can let it go because that's what it was. That was Jim Harbaugh. What will be Sharon Moore? I know it's smash. I get that. That was Sharon, offensive coordinator. Sharon Moore.
Yeah.
What are you, the head coach? Go get him, Sharon. Go get him. Go long. Go deep. Go across the middle. Let that young man throw his arm.
I think Michigan is capable of changing their styles up, especially because I'd say the one criticism of Jim Harbaugh, I mean, you can make other criticisms, but his recruiting classes weren't in the top 5, in the top 8.
But
Sharon, he's gotten guys in the building.
Right. So
it's time to take those talent.
Yes.
And let's raise the ceiling a little bit here.
Agreed. Let's get it going. It's time to go. It's time to go. We got to go to a break. We don't have Gary coming on, so we need to go to a break, and we'll come back. We got more. the culture. We're going to talk about culture on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
All right, live on.
Hey, let them have their moment. It's a
Shedeur scored 8
moment.
points,
Everybody
so,
gets
you
their
know,
moment.
He'll get to 9 points eventually.
Everybody gets their moment.
You see what? You know, he finally got a week with the practice with the ones. You know, good for him. Shedeur finally got the practice with the ones, got 8 points. Not bad.
Hey, Myles Garrett got his, though. He eating.
He's eating them L's, unlike them W's, like Jameis.
Hey, he about to get in a defensive player of the year. He about to do something.
Who's that?
Myles Garrett.
Oh, Myles Garrett. Oh, I mean,
That's
oh my
what
God,
I just
yeah.
said.
He had like
Myles Garrett.
I saw a stat before yesterday's games. He had 14 sacks in the last 5 games.
Exactly.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God.
Myles Garrett is all about it, baby.
If it wasn't for Myles Garrett, man, Michael Parsons though.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Michael
God.
Parsons is something to
oh my
dude.
God. You know, Shedeur, he'll get it. He'll get there. He'll score 9 points next week, maybe.
He's not. Is he starting again?
He started last week.
I know that's because they won, though. They won.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't. Gabriel was cleared to play, but
he came in the game.
Oh, did he?
He came in the game for one play, threw the ball, and then ran off the field, and Shedeur came back in.
See, what happened is late Saturday night, it all of a sudden became basketball season. All right, we're going live here. Just a moment.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Eric Black on the other side of the glass. Big Sweet. He's gonna be here at it'll be here at 4:30 East Coast time. So he will be here, but he's taking care of some business on the West Coast. On the West Coast.
I see that UCLA's got a target in mind for that head coaching job.
Do they?
I saw that come across the scroll.
We could talk about that with Larry when Larry gets here. So I got Ohio State bought a flag to the game. They did. You know what it said?
I heard about
it's Ohio
that.
against the world. That's what it said. And they was gonna try to plan it.
Good for them.
Did you see the
I
Michigan
saw that
players?
they got met by security.
Did you see the Michigan players first? That they surrounded the block in.
Yeah, no.
Wasn't gonna happen. And they were trying to get them off the field and everything. I got it. I get it. You didn't let us do it. Why are we gonna let you do it? You know what I'm saying?
Jamie, if they had actually planted the flag, wouldn't it as soon as they stepped on Ohio soil be arrested?
They should be.
They should have been arrested based on that law that the guy wanted to pass last year.
I mean,
I'm just saying, man. I thought this game didn't mean anything anymore.
I'm gonna say.
I heard that this game doesn't mean anything.
I'm gonna say this. Ryan Day. I take a lot of the stuff I said about Ryan Day away.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure because
All right.
I mean he said nothing's going to happen on this field, Sharon. Everything is good. We're good. Don't worry. And to his word,
I mean,
he got the team up in the tunnel and got them whooshed up there, and it got taken care of. I'm just saying.
If security hadn't met them in the middle of the field, nothing would have happened.
Oh, something would have happened.
Something
you know what would have happened.
I don't know.
But I'm gonna say this: I don't think our police would have sprayed pepper spray on them. I don't think they would have.
They wouldn't be pepper spraying media members and everybody else like that.
They wouldn't have sprayed them. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, no, they would not have sprayed them.
No, they would have been arrested as soon as they hit Ohio soil because they planted the flag, and that's a felony in Ohio. So.
That's funny.
I know, yeah. No, yeah, soft. Soft.
Did you just do that? Don't we have a button? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I mean, look, I get it. And
they got their win. Good for them.
Look,
I heard that this game don't mean anything though, so I guess it's just another victory.
Well, I think it meant a whole lot to a lot of people.
I know people are liars, man.
Lot of
they be
people,
coping the last couple.
They
years.
were I'm gonna say this: there were players that I'm just saying that were crying out there.
Yeah,
Ohio
absolutely.
State
it
players.
does. It means a lot to those players.
No, it means
think
everything to those players.
Fans, they get a little ahead of themselves and they start coping a little too much, and they start talking about, oh, well, it didn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. You would have cared if you'd won. That's all.
No, you would have cared if you won. No, if you didn't win,
you won.
Yeah, you
good for you.
Cared, right.
Great job. I'm glad that the game means something again because it always meant something to me.
It's a rivalry game. Everybody cares about that game.
Of course they do.
Everybody cares about that game.
You lying to yourself if you're saying otherwise.
Exactly.
But a lot of people were lying to themselves last year. It happened.
I mean, did I believe that they could win? Yes, they had an opportunity. And if we would have scored
that touchdown on one of them. We needed a Dan Campbell on the sideline yesterday, 2 days ago.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying to you is I mean, yes, you beat us fair and square.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll even give you that because that ain't his fault. He bobbled that ball. That was the ref's fault. He bobbled that ball and didn't come on and say, I saw it because, hey, it's just the way it is.
I mean, you know what, man? It's all right. It'll be all right, you know. We can't do the 2,190 whatever days it's been since they, since
so
we beat
we
them.
Start from a new.
We start a new one.
Who cares? We start from a new. I don't, you know what? Numbers don't care about that.
Yeah.
It's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
One's got to win.
You only get one.
Look, at Ohio State, I'm going to say this. 4 years ago, you had a 9-game run.
Yeah.
9-game run. You're going to tell me you don't think that mattered? It mattered to us. We needed to learn how to win. We got you. And then we got you again. Then we got you again. And then we got you again. You don't think that matters?
Oh, it does.
Hell yeah, it does.
Of course
And it
matters.
hurts. It hurts. You can ask Ryan Day if it hurts or not. You can ask any
I know
player.
it hurts. I know it hurts.
Now
Ryan
it hurts us. Now it hurts us. But that's what a rivalry is.
It's supposed to be back and forth.
It's supposed
That's what
to.
a rivalry is supposed to be.
Yeah.
This isn't the Iron Bowl.
Nope.
What people keep saying, number one rivalry in what world? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Nope.
There's one team that wins that game, and then there's another team. That's not a. I mean, that's a rivalry. I guess if you want to call a butt whooping a rivalry.
This.
Every year,
Alabama dominates that rivalry.
Yeah.
When Auburn wins, it's
a miracle.
It's something
They
dramatic.
had Cam Newton.
Yeah, they had Cam
They had
Newton,
the kick six.
and they had the kick six.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
That's not the same thing. And by the way, there's never been a person on earth who's ever lived that has seen Ohio State be ahead in this rivalry all time.
No.
There's not a person who has ever walked this earth. And Michigan has not been the leader in that all-time victories category. So, you know what, man? Eventually, one of these days, if you beat us enough, maybe one day, you'll get to see Ohio State as the team that has won most of them. It's not going to happen.
I don't want to see that. By the way, Pat Fitzgerald.
Oh, man. Our boomer texter is going to be so upset.
He's
already texted
candidate. He's the big candidate, the number one candidate for
got
that
hired,
job at Michigan State.
Yeah.
We said this a long time ago. We said Pat Fitzgerald would be a great choice for Michigan State. But we didn't think he was going to leave Jonathan Smith. I didn't think Jonathan Smith, you're going to give him 2 years, but he's getting paid all his money. He's getting paid.
Man, I hope they got some big boosters out there. I know they got one. I know he lives out in L.A., but
he ain't paying nobody no more.
Where's the money coming from? I don't know.
I mean, it's coming from somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Maybe, maybe it's that Lend-Lease law. The PE, the private equity. Maybe
sure.
that's it.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we need the private equity. I don't know.
That's new money, money, baby.
They're already counting that $100 million or whatever. Are they getting the same payment as Rutgers or? Probably, right? Yeah.
I don't know that
whatever.
one. I don't know. I'm
18-team conference, man. I don't know.
And
goofiness.
So, wait a minute. Did somebody pepper spray? No, they didn't pepper.
That was
spray.
last year.
That's last year.
That's last year. Yeah, no,
saying.
some media members got pepper sprayed along with some of the players. And
no,
they should.
No, cool. I'm just gonna say he walked over, shook Sharon's hand,
nothing but class, that's cool.
And said, "I'm not. We're not doing anything on this field. We're going in our locker room. They're just over there with the team, with the fans.
At least until they try to.
Right.
At least until I walk away and then they come back out.
No,
that's cool.
Look,
look, Ryan Day, whatever, man. Like, I don't think the coaches actually are the ones that tell their players go out in midfield and plant the flag and do all. The players
they do that on their own.
Players
want to do that on their own. Yeah, they want to do it because they saw. Wait a minute, it got done to them.
Yeah,
it got done to them.
Yeah,
and we actually have the flag. The first one when we won in 2021, when we won that one down there.
Yeah,
we actually have that flag in the museum. I mean, I'm just saying.
Look, we've got flags planted on us. It happened last year. Even
didn't Texas?
I believe Texas
one?
did. Yeah,
Texas did plant.
I believe
a flag.
so. And you know what didn't happen? A big fight didn't go out. No, we didn't embarrass ourselves. No, it's cool, man. It's all right. It's all right.
If you beat us, you're going to get that plant. You can do the plant.
Well, except when you don't, because we were already prepared for it. So you know what? That's too bad. You should have been at home last year, I guess, or you should. We should have been at the Michigan Stadium last year. You might have got it done, but you know what? You didn't get it done. Good luck to you in the playoffs. Or the India. Let's go Indiana, obviously.
Right.
That's how I'm feeling. Signetti, get it done.
I don't know, man.
Signetti, let's go.
You know what?
He's won me over this year. I'm not gonna lie.
What'd you say?
Signetti, he won me over.
He's gonna what?
He won me over.
He did?
Yeah, absolutely. Beat the respect out of me. Absolutely.
I don't know about that, but I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'll somewhat cheer for the Big Ten in the CFP.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't. A lot of times I don't, because you know what? Pettiness rules above all.
Why?
Pettiness rules.
Don't you want the conference to? You want to show conference superiority?
No,
No, you don't.
Not really.
No,
not really.
You're taking Indiana and the points.
You know what though? If Indiana goes far, you know what?
No,
good
I'm
for
not
them.
cracking a beer. I just
no. You got
drink.
something else. Nah, you good. No, Indiana, they're cool. You know what? I'd say of the portal era, of the national championship, of like the portal NIL era, Indiana is the biggest winner in the entire country. Curt Cignetti, biggest winner, any of these coaches in the entire country, because he turned Indiana into a team that just routinely beats the crap out of teams.
Well, he brought half of James Madison with him.
I know, but this is a new year.
I get it.
He didn't do it again. He brought in 35 new guys.
Yes, I get it. But he's using the portal as his mechanism to winning. And look, you got to say he does this in one year increments, and they're responding.
And they're incredible.
Right.
I mean, Indiana, Jamie, do you have any rooting interest as far as who wins the Heisman this year? Because I have no idea who's supposed to win the Heisman this year. Mendoza?
No.
No?
I mean, Mendoza.
Pavia?
Do you like the Vanderbilt kid? I mean,
I like him. But like Heisman Trophy, like I just feel like this year there feels like such a malaise of the Heisman. Just there is no real dominant player. No, there's no front runner this year.
There's no front runner. You give it to the best player on the best team, right? That's what you do.
So is it Jeremiah Smith then? I'm like, I get they're the number one team and he's the best player, I guess. Like,
they've been trying to throw Julian Sayans at us. They try.
Come on.
You don't think they're trying?
I know they're trying,
Ohio
but come on.
State is trying to sell us on that.
Just give it to Jeremiah then. Because you know that Julian Sayans is not the best player on the best team.
He's not.
He's there. He's the quarterback of the team that's playing really
right.
well and is undefeated. Good for him.
I get it.
That's like saying Eli Manning won the Super Bowl. It's like, well, the New York Giants won the Super Bowl.
Right. Well,
I put the Giants in that pass rush ahead of certain other guys.
Right.
You know,
I get it.
We understand where the talent on that team is.
I just don't know.
Heisman,
I don't get it because I haven't seen any running backs. I haven't seen any wide receivers. Because here's the problem with Smith. He took off for 2 games.
I know, right?
So
he missed a couple games.
He's out. I mean, if you miss a game, you're out. You got to be durable.
Heisman's usually don't get awarded to guys who only play 10 games, 9 games.
You got to play the game.
Right. This ain't the MVP in the NBA. You can't just play 68 games and
exactly.
That's it. Like,
so I don't know who would be the Heisman winner.
Like we don't have a GT versus Cam Ward versus Travis Hunter.
Anybody, right? That's what I'm saying. Anybody on the defense you've seen that's been getting it, or
Ruben Bain? Like I'm trying to think of all the pass rushers that I can think of, but like honestly, nobody.
Mateer,
I wanted Mateer so badly,
but he didn't play. He didn't play.
In most of the games, he's only got like 1 touchdown.
Right, he's hurt his hand, dude. When you got a hand that hurts, you ain't playing. His hand was bleeding against Texas. Remember,
he really shouldn't be playing because look at his stats from last year. He was way better last year, statistically speaking. But that they rushed him back way too quickly. I mean, are they the 8th best team in the nation also? I don't know about that.
But I mean, the field is really shrinking.
It's weird. It's really weird. And I think teams like Alabama and Miami might get squeezed out because I sent you that.
Yeah, I saw it. I
sent you that nightmare scenario that could be. And boy, it could get really ugly for the playoff if certain outcomes happen in these conference championships.
It's crazy, man. If BYU beats Texas Tech.
Oh. So if BYU beats Texas Tech, if Duke beats Virginia, if Georgia beats Alabama, now you have to take the 5 highest ranked conference championships, which might be James Madison is one of those teams. North Texas, Tulane. By the way, Tulane's coach is off, I believe, to Florida.
Yeah, he's going to Florida.
Hey, instead of 1 lane, you get 2 lane.
Hey, look, I'm not hating on Lane. I'm not going to hate on Lane.
You're not going to hate on Lane today?
I'm not going to hate on Lane today.
I just think he lays bare the most ugliest aspects of this sport, and I think that's why he's also a very punchable guy.
Exactly. Everybody wants to punch him, but I'm going to say this. He's got an opportunity to coach probably
the 10th best team in the SEC this year.
Well, the best team in the SEC when they're put together.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to say this. Nick Saban organized them, right?
Yep.
Les Miles organized them. Even, Coach.
Go Tigers. He might be back. He might be back. Hey, you know what? Because Lane doesn't really recruit. That's Lane's thing. Apparently, Lane calls plays, but he don't like recruiting like that. So you got to bring Coach O. I don't care what he's been doing with them trustees' wives. You got to bring Coach O in.
You got that, and then then you got Chip, what's his name? Chip Kelly, who can't win a championship there.
Hey, man,
what's
Chip,
that say? What the hell does that say?
I don't know, man.
He can't get it done. He's too rigid.
Oh, Brian Kelly, you mean?
Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
Brian Kelly.
Well,
I'm
he
sorry.
came to LSU to win championships, and Notre Dame couldn't win championships, and then Notre Dame was in the championship game the next season, and then Chip Kelly was coaching the 10th best team in the SEC this year.
Yeah, well.
Hey, also for Bryce Underwood, that was where he was supposed to go. He was supposed to be sitting behind Nussmeier, who I was told was a first-round pick. Do first-round picks generally finish 10th in their conference? Is that a thing?
No,
I don't really see that all. I like Sellers.
He was supposed to be a Heisman.
I like Lenore.
He was supposed to be a Heisman candidate too.
I thought so, but then he's captaining the 10th best team in the SEC.
He's a lot.
No, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Look,
what a weird year, though.
Sherome has got to put together a good team, a good coaching staff, and he's got to be Sherome Moore. He's got to be himself. Jim Harbaugh, it was a great run. Great run. We ran it a little bit longer.
Honestly, people were, myself included, after 19, I was like, I'm good, man. I'm good on all that.
No, I get it.
But then he came back and put together a staff like you're talking about.
He did.
That you talk about Mike McDonald's the head coach of one of the best teams in the NFL right now.
Exactly. So,
Jesse Minter is an incredible defensive coordinator.
Dude.
He put together a staff.
So that's what you got to do now. That's what you got to go do. You got to go get you coaches, and you got to erupt. You got to shake things up. And look, not everyone's going to like what you do. And you ain't in a popularity contest.
No,
you in it to win games for you and your players.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. That's what we need to do. It's time for us to call it what it is. Let's go play Michigan football.
Yeah, I expected the offense to look a little different this year, especially with a new coordinator and all that. But then by the time the game got around, it just
didn't. He didn't. We went back to the old offense and trying to do it.
And also I can't discount the fact that your best running back, Justice Haynes, been out for weeks. Jordan Marshall is not a home run hitter the same way Justice Haynes is. You got your backup fullback blocking for your third string running back in some of these spots. Like, I don't know how a team gets through a season with the amount of injuries, and then you have some just strange stuff that I don't really feel like talking about with certain other players,
right? Yeah.
With a couple of other guys that I don't even know what to make of that, so I'm not even going to bother. But you just had a lot of, this team was decimated by injury this season.
Injuries did hurt us. Injuries did hurt us.
Babalola could have been. Babalola could have been on his way to being that starting caliber tackle by now.
But I can't give. Look. Injuries are going to happen.
They
happen
every time.
And we got to rebound from them. We have to get a next guy up mentality. That's what we need. We can't have soft minds. We got to have those minds of we need to keep it going.
Cusdahl did the best that he could. Cusdahl looked nice.
In those couple carries that he had. I thought he was coming downhill. Running hard, looking like Butch Wolfo. I told him.
I think some people thought there was a couple of runs yesterday that Justice Haynes, he takes it 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, if he's running in that wide open, if he's getting that kind of
that kind of blocking. That's a difference maker. He's a difference maker.
Well,
Jordan Marshall's a difference maker too, but I don't know. Like, it just seemed like you need multiple guys at that position,
right?
It's just kind of the way it is, especially the grind of, the way Michigan plays football. Like, offensive linemen and running backs are going to be so important. So if you're down a lot of those guys, Gio dealt with injury all season. Like, you're dealing with different lineups every single week. No continuity. It's honestly kind of similar to how the Lions look with their offensive line sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you just, eventually the strength of your team is so.
It just came across. Came across.
Pat Fitzgerald,
news.
He's been made the coach.
He's got a 5-year deal to be the next coach at Michigan State.
4-20 in his final 2 seasons at Northwestern.
It'll be introduced tomorrow. So Sparties, you can watch that tomorrow. Not here. You're not going to see that here, but you can take a look at it and hey.
4 wins your last 2 seasons at Northwestern. 4.
Doesn't matter.
4.
He's the one coach. He's the one coach who I did not want to see because he did better with less talent than anybody else. He went, wait a minute. He went to he went to a lot of Big Ten championships. I think he went to 2 Big Ten championship games. Didn't win them, but he got
That's
there.
farther than
That's
anyone
what
else
I'm
has taken
saying.
Northwestern.
Anybody
so.
who could do that with Northwestern, I mean, Northwestern used to be the laughing stock of everybody.
Right. Yeah.
And Pat Fitzgerald.
Except for all the media members, because every one of them went to Northwestern.
That's true.
That's like every guy on ESPN went to Northwestern.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did they? Well, they were
writers.
writers.
They're really academically, they're high achievers over there.
They are building a $1 billion new stadium. They are building so everybody sits and sees the game a special way. Yeah. They enjoy the seats, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know how.
Why are you building that?
The 15th best team in the Big Ten has $1 billion stadium deal, but I guess that's the city of Chicago.
It's a family of I forgot the family's name, but I read about this.
A lot of private funding.
Oh
well,
they got 900. I think they gave $950 million. And then
that'll do it.
Then they got some extra
public
money.
Fund, yeah.
Yep. And then they got it. I mean,
are the Bears going to be playing in that, or
the Bears are going to be playing right there.
Oh, in the suburbs?
Inside Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Not in the suburbs. They're going to be right there. I just didn't know what was going on with them. They'll be right there. So it'd be two domes. Two domes. When there was no domes, remember that?
Interesting, I guess. Hey man, that lake effect is tough. You saw the game this weekend. I mean,
what are you talking about? I enjoyed that game this weekend. I was in that snowstorm. Ooh, it was something else. It was cold.
Michael Irvin, when we played in that cold, we was cold.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
We got all the things we needed. We got all the things we needed to beat Ohio State. We just didn't pull through. We didn't pressure. We didn't get home. We didn't do the things we were supposed to do. If we would have scored. I'm just gonna say.
You can't settle for field goals again. Right. I just knew once they kicked that second field goal, I was like, yeah, that was it, man. That was your opportunity to really put your foot down and make them make them have to have the pressure of coming back all game. If you could play the ground, game, you can play the possession battle. But they won the possession battle. They did. By a lot.
No, they beat us in Michigan football form. Yeah, they beat us. They beat the line of scrimmage. They had the line of scrimmage. They beat us. Hey, it still holds true with most yardage. Whoever's got the most rushing yardage wins the game. That's 19 years straight.
That's generally how this works.
That's how it works. Yep. Exactly. So they did get after us. They did what they needed to do. Hey, I get it.
They played like they were the best team in the nation. Like they've been all season. They've been number one overall basically all year. So you just, I want to say rivalry probably kept this a lot closer. I mean, 18 points sounds like a lot. I don't, it wasn't a thorough as domination, I think, as, maybe some people might have thought it could turn into.
I'm glad Michigan held up.
Yeah.
They fought. They did fight as hard as they could fight.
Give up.
They didn't give
up.
They didn't give up. They stayed in that game, and they gave and you saw them. They didn't go fight. They went and circled their block in.
Yeah.
That wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they weren't looking for a fight. They just wasn't going to let that happen, though.
Right.
So I mean,
good. Obviously nothing to be ashamed of, but definitely lessons to be learned. And, you got to let this motivate you all throughout obviously this is the game.
Yeah.
So I think everybody spends plenty of time thinking about this throughout the next year. And obviously, we got to compete offensively a little harder than 63 passing yards.
No, we got to get.
That cannot happen again.
That's why I said go get the players we need.
You got to
go get the players.
Look, I like McCulley. McCulley's great.
I love McCulley.
Andrew Marsh has got a great future. I think he's going to be a superstar. He could be the next great Michigan wide receiver if he's going to keep up this trajectory. You need another guy.
Yeah.
You had nothing from tight ends this year.
No,
nothing.
We had injured tight ends.
We had injured tight ends.
That's
Marlon Klein, 1 catch for 0 yards yesterday or Saturday. That's not. Jordan Marshall shouldn't be the second leading receiver unless he took one to the house.
No,
he had 10 yards.
We need to go to a break, and we come back. We got Monday afternoon quarterback with John Navarro on the other side. You're listening to the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Eric Black on the other side of the glass. We've got a half hour before Big Sweet gets on, but hey, it's Monday afternoon quarterback, and it's time to talk to John Navarra, former quarterback, University of Michigan. John, how you doing? I hope you're not. I don't think you're doing as. I'm not doing that good, John. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, it's rough coming off weekend losing to Ohio State as to be expected, but doing okay, hanging in there. Just looking at a season as a whole, and seeing what's next for us with the bowl eligibility and seeing where we land. But yeah, it's always rough to lose Ohio State and lose at home as well, and but we're doing okay. We're hanging in there.
John, when you look at this, I was telling Eric, if we would have scored a touchdown on one of those first possessions we had, one of those two, the interception, the kickoff, or the interception one, I think we could have put the fear of God in their heads. I think we could have got into the Ohio State Buckeyes' heads and said, "Hey, we're still here. We know who you are, but you need to figure out who we are." And if we could have done something with that ball, and put it 10 to 0, I mean, now that's different. And
yeah, I think I agree with you 100%. I initially, with how the game started, I said, all right, this is the perfect recipe for giving us the best chance to win this game. Starting off running the football very well, a big sudden change turnover early on. But when I saw that we weren't capitalizing on those opportunities in terms of touchdowns and settling for field goals, I knew that we couldn't sustain that long term. Ohio State's too good of a football team to allow us to kick field goals. Offensively, they're just too good of a team for us to be able to hold up and keep them out of the end zone and play a field goal game. So I had the same concerns, and I feel that had we scored a touchdown on at least one of those opportunities, it could have led to a different strategy by Ohio State to have a higher sense of urgency and change their game plan a bit, maybe not run the football, maybe start pressing and throwing the football to try to get back in it as quick as possible, which could have led to some more opportunities for us to intercept the ball or get after the quarterback. But we allowed them to stay comfortable too long and still stay in their game plan. And that's not sustainable against a good team like that. So I totally agree with you. We needed to get in the end zone early on one of those opportunities, if not all of them, and it would have been a different game.
Yeah, I look from the game plan situation. I don't think they Bryce did not have confidence going into this game. I'm not sure if you saw that. It seemed like the offense just wasn't flowing through him, and it was different from what the Maryland game was. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? I couldn't figure out what they were trying to do. And and I was waiting for something, another play. We can't throw the ball just 8 times in a football game either. A kid born with that kind of arm, we've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's it's his fault. I agree with you. Is that I really didn't understand the offensive play calling, and I've had my question marks throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten away with it with talent, but I just didn't. We did not put ourselves in good positions, and we didn't show that we were a passing threat early on. I know we want to establish the run game, but you got to have good balance. And when you quickly got down to where you needed to score and utilize the passing game, Ohio State knew it. And if you don't have enough passing plays on the script, on the resume, if you will, in that game to give Ohio State other things to be concerned about. You become very predictable. They know when you're going to pass. And if you stick to your basic stuff, they've scouted that on film and they know what to look for. So they're going to shut you down, and then you got to punt the ball away. And it just we weren't dynamic enough on offense, and I think we got too predictable and became one-dimensional. And Ohio State teed off on that. They're a very good defensive ball club. They got several first-rounders up front. They pressured us and took us out of rhythm in a couple plays. But again, in those passing situations, we were predictable, and we didn't get the full arsenal out of the bag to make them worry about enough. And luckily we got, some pass interference calls that went our way.
Right.
And that's really the only time we moved the ball in the passing game was big off at the defensive pass interference. And that's not good enough. We didn't show enough and we didn't execute enough. So I don't think it's Bryce's fault. I just think we didn't have a real good game plan from the passing game perspective offensively.
No, I had a little soliloquy before during the show, at the beginning of the show, and it's time to lose the Jim Harbaugh culture. Jerome Moore's got to bring in his own culture. He's got to open up if you're going to have somebody, a 5-star quarterback with that kind of arm, you've got to open that offense up. You've got to bring in wide receivers. You got to bring in tight ends. You got to bring in offensive linemen that are going to be able to sustain. I mean, yes, you can use Bryce as a person. Hey, you get a chance to play with Bryce Underwood. He's a 5-star quarterback, and we got to bring in those type of players that are going to that want to come here and be a part of this. This is the new NIL. It's not new. It's the NIL now. NIL era. So we got to start doing that, John.
Yeah, and we got to show it to them, show defenses early enough and what we're capable of. Obviously, you build your resume throughout the season and show defenses and scouting and what film looks like. But in game, you can't be afraid to not pass the ball out of insecurity that I don't want to abandon the run game. That's you need to understand you have a good balance, and it's not you don't throw the passing game away early in the game just because you want to establish the run game. It has to be a good balance. And I think that's what we were missing a lot this season, is that we didn't have a good balance early on in the game. And if you do get down against a good team, then the team knows you're forced to throw to get back in it. And that's what they're looking for. They're teed up on it. I look back, we had, I do believe in, it's, using the pass game to open up your run game,
right,
and not the other way around. You look back, and I'm going back in history and talking about my own experiences, but I think this plays true in a lot of games throughout the years. But we look at Ohio State my senior year. We opened up throwing the ball over the field, and we had 2 touchdown passes early on in the first quarter, a couple deep ones to Braylon Edwards,
right.
And what ended up happening is they were scared of it, and they sat in coverage and cover 2 the rest of the game. And when we adjusted to that, Chris Perry had 130, 160 yards rushing, in the second half, and that put him in the Heisman contention and got invited to New York. But what happened is, they got scared of the pass and said, okay, we're getting killed here, and we're not going to get beat that way. So it just turned into an upfront game, and that's how we want it towards the end of the game is winning the trenches, and that's the way it worked out. So we're not we're doing it the other way. I think is we're trying to establish the run game, run, and when the game gets you in a situation where you're behind, you're forced to pass, and then you become predictable. So it's got to think things. It's strategy from the offensive coordinator perspective. Look at that hard and what we're doing, and we have the right people there. I think we gotta analyze that hard, because I think we got the talent. In the skill positions, we got a young offensive line that's only going to get better. We've certainly proven this year we've got depth at running back. That's great to see. And this team is going to be really talented. So we got to put our heads together and figure out what kind of offensive identity we're going to have.
No, you're right, John. I was saying we got to go find you got to come up with a new culture. These kids, what I said is the Jim Harbaugh era is over now. Now, with the culmination of the Ohio State streak, or the 4-game winning streak that we had, that the Harbaugh era is, we can package that. We can love that. That is a golden spot in these years. But now Jerome Moore's got to be the head coach. He's got to give Chip Lindsey his space, allow him to form an offense. Give Wink Martindale a chance to play his defense. And hey, tell me the players, who do you need on defense? Who do you need on offense? Let's go get them, and let's go to work.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's got to be a big part of off-season decision making, and start from top down. Do we have the right play callers in the right place? And then once we establish that, what players do you need at what position? And everybody's got to believe in it, because, everybody knows if you don't have a lot of confidence in the scheme or the play calling that's being had, but you're still winning based on talent.
Right.
You still know in the back of your mind that, like, all right, we kind of just won by sheer will here. We didn't outcoach this team. We were just better than them physically, and the ball bounced our way a couple times, and they made mistakes. You can't sustain long-term championships on that. So I think the Harbaugh era scheme worked because we had the right formula of year after year veteran offensive line.
Right.
And you had such extreme talent in the running game with Corum and a few other guys that could come in and blow the top off of it. So you got to assess that the proper way. Did you win because you dedicated yourself to the run game, or did you win because your run game is just that much more superior? You got to assess that the right way and make decisions year over year that are going to lead to success based on who you got on the field.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, John, it's what I was calling for. Look, you've got to have success rates of everything, and you bring in a quarterback, a 5-star quarterback. I'm gonna tell you what. If this 5-star quarterback isn't having to get to throw the ball and to do the things that he likes to do, I think he's not going to stay here for long. I mean, we're in the era of the NFL. I mean, NIL, and that means not in this league. Well, you know it. I mean, hey, I can go get this somewhere else if we can't do it here. This is where I grew up. This is where I want to play. But we got to treat them like a 5-star. And then maybe we'll get more people in.
You can also use the NFL terminology, not for long,
right?
Because you're right. It's the era we live in, and unfortunately, these kids get dissatisfied too early. The market out there is wide open, and there are plenty of teams that will pay and take that player and promise the moon. So yeah, that's part of the game now. Now, you can't get over your skis and just give one player everything they want, because they're going to be a threat to leave. I know that's not what you're saying, but I agree with you. We have the talent. He's there. You can find a balance that satisfies everybody and still gets you winning championships. We got to do more of that. And if we can't, it's evident in these games when we're reliant on the pass that we're probably not emphasizing or practicing it enough during the week in game week prep that we can dial up a pass play and have total confidence this play is going to work and be successful. I'm talking downfield throws.
Right.
We've seen enough of these bubble screens and little underneath shallow routes Any offense can do that. Any quarterback can do that. But when you're not successful in 10 to 20 yard downfield pass plays and schematics, it gives me an indication you're probably not practicing enough during the week when you have to dial it up, because you should be more successful than what we are if you're really dedicated to it. So maybe it's an area we got to commit more time to.
Right. Look, I get it. I know we had 6 freshmen on the offense, and you gotta get the confidence. I thought they had confidence going in. I thought they put a number on Maryland. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe we're gonna get fired up. Maybe we're gonna go in there and we're gonna get us a win at home. And I prayed for that weather, John. I prayed for that bad weather, John.
Yeah, everybody did. That was like I said, it was shaping up to be a perfect recipe.
Exactly.
We started off the way we did. We could see the weather coming in, and like, this is exactly what we want. And the run game subsided. Defensively, we let some players get behind us, and the deep ball killed us. And that can't happen in those types of games. And Ohio State's a good enough team where, they're front runners. When they're on top, they're not going to let that go. And they play with great confidence and good poise. And we just didn't capitalize. So we got a lot to learn from. As you said, this is a young team, and I think everybody's excited about their trajectory, provided everybody stays intact. We got a lot of positive things to look forward to. And I think we've got, some bright future ahead of us if we do all the right things. But the puzzle pieces are there in terms of talent, and they're going to continue to come. Let's just, take care of the mentality, the coaching, the mindset, and maintain the culture. So I still think it's there. I think this is a good ball club. I think overall, they're well coached. I think they have good culture, and this team's going to learn from this. There's young kids here that are going to get stronger, are going to remember this defeat, and use it as fuel for the future. Like I said, a lot of these freshmen weren't here for the last 4 years that have been part of this, so they're learning this, and so it's a tough lesson to learn, but hopefully it leads to longer term success.
No, you're right. And I advocate for Sherome to become the administrator and work with both offense and defense, and let his coordinators do the job. Nowadays you gotta if you're gonna bring somebody in here, let them cook, let them do their job. Let him do the things that you brought him in here to do a job. Let him run the offense that he has. I know you want involvement. I know you want physicality, and I'm sure Chip knows to give that to you. But let's see what Chip does. I get it, but don't meddle. Be that coach that oversees everything.
Yeah, I think you have to, and that's where I think a lot of teams around the country and Michigan in recent past have seen success. I visited the team several times during the Harbaugh era, and it was been in team meetings, and it was clear that he sat in the corner and let his coaches and his leaders run the team.
Right.
He wasn't meddling in offensive, defensive play calling. I'm sure he has input, but it was interesting to see him in team meetings just kind of let the coaches and the players run the meeting. He didn't run the meetings. He just sat in the corner. And when I was there with Lloyd Carr, Lloyd didn't sit in the corner, but in terms of offensive, defensive play calling, he let his coordinators cook. He didn't meddle in that stuff. He was a decision maker and strategic thinking. He wasn't transactional. So I think that's a big difference, and that's what it takes to be a successful program.
And I get it. I know, John, I'm not trying to criticize, but yet I'm trying to just say, hey, let you brought this guy in for a reason. Let him cook and let him do the things he can do, what you brought him in for. If he doesn't do it, you can let him go. Hey, we had to get rid of him. I get it. And look, he's like Bo. He knows, when it comes to offensive line, that man is a magician. And I'm talking about Sharon Moore. He knows how to coach the offensive line. And that's the one thing Bo could go down and coach that offensive line up. The offensive linemen hated it. But I'm going to tell you what, they were better for it, and we were better for it. So, I mean, hey, you got all involvement. Get in there and talk to that offensive line. Everybody else, let your coaches coach. That's what he does.
Absolutely.
You coach the coaches, and coaches will coach the players, right?
Yep. Yeah. And if they're not doing their job, then you make a change.
Yeah.
You don't take over their responsibilities.
No, that's what you don't want to do. That's what Detroit's doing. Don't tell me that. I got a joke because Big Sweet, he's got this hate for Dan Campbell going for it on 4th down. It's an ultimate hate.
Goodness. I texted the guys. What did they play Thursday? Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, I texted my guys. I'm like, and I just said, imagine how if Detroit just kicked field goals, they'd be unstoppable this season. Unreal. I mean, they would have 100 plus more points this year if they just kicked field goals.
Well, not Dan Campbell. He sees it. He sees it differently for some reason.
He's going for 7.
Yeah, he wants 7. He wants 7 on the board because we got explosive athletes.
I get it. But I know, they talk about the numbers and the analytics and the odds. I get all that, but listen, go back 30 years before analytics. NFL teams were winning a lot of championships by kicking field goals when they needed a field goal and stay ahead. There was still plenty of championships to be won when analytics weren't part of the game. So I'm not saying analytics is wrong, but there's if it was not broke, don't try to fix it. There's probably some merit to that strategy. You can't just throw it completely out the window. You have to consider it. So I just I don't get it. I like the aggressiveness, but come on, you can't just abandon the 3 points altogether every time.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, the Packers, they were going for it on 4th down. They just knew they were going to get it every single time. It felt like every Thursday, last Thursday, it felt like Packers are getting it every single time.
It finally clicked for them. It hasn't been working a lot this season, but it finally clicked for them. And again, like I said, when
why has it got to click against Detroit?
Why can't it click? It didn't click against the Browns,
exactly.
But it didn't
click against the Browns. I mean, come on.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But when it works, you look like a genius, and everybody talks about you've reinvented the wheel. But again, it's a numbers game, and it doesn't work all the time. But if you can get it to work more times than not, and go to the playoffs and win a championship off it, great. You look like a genius, but it's not going to happen all the time. And again, if you could predict every outcome and study analytics to the point where you knew you could control the outcome of a game, people would have already figured that out already. But that's not how things work.
No, you're right, John. It's this game. It's by numbers, and you win when you can, and that's I mean, from pros to high school to everything. I mean, you got to do what's right, and you got to play.
Still humans involved.
Exactly.
There's still humans involved.
Still humans doing human things.
Yep.
John, we really appreciate you coming on as the Monday afternoon quarterback, and hey, we'll catch up with you when we find out what bowl we're going to.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good to be on.
That's John Navarre, former quarterback, University of Michigan. We're going to go to a break. We're hoping Big Sweet's going to be on I'll see his face in a few minutes. Is he there? You see him? Oh,
Not yet.
Well, when I see
He's
him,
on
I
his way.
see him. He'll be here. He said he'd be here. That don't matter. We get it done. On the other side, we got to talk Lions. We got to. But we also got to talk Michigan basketball.
Oh, yeah.
We got a new poll.
Oh, man, it's basketball
season. Did you
season.
see that? Did you see that poll?
I did see that
Do you
poll.
agree with the poll? We'll talk about it.
We'll
talk about it on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. house. What's up, Larry? Bring him in. Can you get him in? There he is. You all right? Uh-oh.
Hey, Jamie.
What's up, man? How you doing? You good? Ooh, you're frozen.
Yeah, he's breaking up quite a bit.
Until
Wi-Fi?
about 5 o'clock, because from Ken Easley, I just got a call from Ken Easley's wife wanting to talk to me at 5 o'clock about this memorial.
Yeah, you can.
So can I just chime in for like a half hour?
You can, or you can. Hey, get ready, and we'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, yeah. She just called me and asked for. I'm a part of this committee with her to do his memorial.
Go do your thing. Okay. Go
So
do your thing.
Okay, I'll just talk to you tomorrow then.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll catch up tomorrow.
Okay,
All right?
I'll talk to you
All right.
tomorrow.
Yep. Bye.
All right.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's all good.
Just making sure. 'cause
it does look like JMU's head coach is going to be coming to UCLA.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. That was the-
UCLA? Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're getting the hot
Wait a
hot
minute.
guy.
We getting James Madison's coach?
Yeah, I guess so.
That was Kurt Signetti's job. He made that. He made James Madison.
Apparently, James Madison be putting out all kinds of guys getting nice
Come
coaching.
on, man.
Yep,
I don't
he's
want- I don't-
expected to sign a 5-year deal with UCLA.
Oh shit, Larry! I'll call him later.
yeah, we'll
I'll
call him later. That's all right.
He's dealing with Kenny Easley's
Yeah.
funeral.
I imagine, and I imagine all the stuff with the UCLA head coaching job is
right, and
is
I
taking
didn't
a lot of
want
time
to.
too.
I didn't want to get in that way, and he did come on. I knew he was going to come on, no matter what.
Oh yeah, at least to say what's up.
yeah.
What's up? Yeah, it looks like Bob Chesney. Well, Bob did 20-5 the last 2 seasons, so
Yeah, well,
Pretty good.
His boy hooked him up.
yeah.
All right, Wake Forest, Michigan #1, St. John's, and no.
Who's number 2? Wasn't it? Man, I forgot.
Well,
who was
what's
already-
Michigan #1 in?
Basically everything but the AP poll.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Wait a minute. I'm seeing Michigan #1 in the AP poll, but everywhere else, they got
No, AP top 25 has Purdue and Arizona ahead of them.
right.
Coaches actually have Michigan at 2, behind Purdue as well.
Okay.
And then I think in all the rankings, like all the Ken Palm stuff and everything else, Michigan's number 1. I
Michigan's
mean,
#1. I mean, they beat Ken Palm's #1 team.
they did something
Gonzaga.
no team has ever done in Division I basketball, which is beat 2 back-to-back ranked opponents by 30+ points. It's never happened.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I
That
can't
was-
believe
now,
that.
that was crazy.
That
was
Gonzaga
crazy.
game, oh my God. Adam Lefkoe
I
for
don't know
CBS
who-
was
I-
like,
I don't know how they playing. They was balling.
they said that was going to be the biggest non-conference game in decades, basically. One of the biggest non-conference games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Palm ranking it, the thrill score was #1 all time,
Yeah.
which I don't know what the thrill score is exactly.
I don't know.
I'm saying
either.
things that I have just learned about 2 seconds ago. but I am giving you the information at least.
That's funny. I get it because
What's up,
I was
Kendrick
like,
Johnson?
yeah.
What's up? What you got, Kendrick Johnson? I see you got a Cleveland Browns logo, but you talking about go blue. So which is it, man?
Kendrick don't know what's he want to be.
What you want to be? You want to be Ohio? You want to be
he's a tweener.
UN?
He's a tweener.
Ah,
He's a tweener. He like Michigan basketball.
that's cool.
he like Michigan
Hey,
basketball.
now's a great time to like Michigan basketball. I agree because their front court is scary. It's scary. Their
Yaxo
front
is
court.
how tall is Yaxo? 6'9"?
Yeah, I think he's 6'9",
He's a
somewhere between
big-
6'9" and 10.
He's a big Magic Johnson looking bug, boy.
Yo.
Coming down the
Born in
floor.
Cleveland, raised in Flint. Okay, I see you.
Wow.
I see you still kept the Browns. I mean, I guess 2 loser franchises. You had a big
Wow.
win.
Don't be dogging him out, man.
Hey, man, it's all right. Born in Cleveland, you understand.
God.
You understand. Raised in Flint, that means you talking about Lions and Browns, man. I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
Listen to you.
At least you'd pick in the right college teams. Hey, man, this man wanted us to interact with chat. Guess what? This is what you got. You got E Boogie in the studio today. I don't know if Miz would be talking to him at all, so I don't know.
No, Miz would not be
Nah,
talking to him. Miz
nah.
ain't talking to him.
Nah.
Nah.
No, you got your boy E Boogie here. We're going back live in about 15. That's all right, though. I understand. Lions is 1B? Come on, dog.
1B. Well, it's not
1B.
one. Wait a minute. Hey, he got Lions are 1B. Cleveland's 1A.
You mean the team that's orange
get
but
it.
calls himself the Browns is 1A?
They wear brown crap. I mean,
Yeah, they wear brown
got-
crap. I agree. Ugly.
They wear browns.
Yeah,
I mean,
brown and orange. What a great man. That's awesome.
Hey, you guys got Miles Garrett. That's
do.
all I got.
Oh, my God.
Hey, that
He's
man's
never
a
going to do
beast.
anything relevant ever,
Yeah.
but you know what? I'm glad for him.
He'll
He got
be
that
the
bag.
all-time sack leader.
He got that bag. That's
He'll
what
be
he
the
got.
all-time sack leader.
All-time bag leader. Good for him, man. I'm sorry you're never going to do nothing in the playoffs, but that's not your fault. Not your fault. All right, going live here in just a moment.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, my man Eric Black on the other side of the glass. And hey, Big Sweet had some business he needed to take care of. He did show his face, but we told him, go do your thing,
Do your
dude.
thing,
Go
man.
do your thing. You take care of business. And hey, we're going to talk about Michigan basketball because basketball season is in the house.
It's never been more basketball season.
I mean, good God. If you had a chance to look at that tournament, players, what is the
Players Era. Yeah.
tournament in Vegas?
Yeah.
That was incredible. You know, they won $1 million and they got $1 million bonus. $2 million, bruh. $2 million shared with
Hey.
the players.
I saw Zach Shaw, friend of the program.
Yeah.
He tweeted when Michigan win NIL compensation is on the line. And he tweeted a picture of the dream team. Oh my God. Yo, Frederick Weiss might as well have been out there. Vince Carter dunking over him. That's how bad it was.
Dude, I'm going to say this. I haven't seen Michigan basketball up and down the floor ever.
I can't remember another time.
I not even
We've
the,
seen great
not
teams.
even not even the Fab Five.
We've
Can't-
seen good teams.
no.
We've seen great teams. We've seen
Right,
teams
yes.
win national championships. We've seen
Dude,
teams go to the national
Yes,
championship.
Yes,
But oh my God,
Never.
what they did last
they're a
week.
big team. They can be big. They can be medium, and they can be small ball. And Yaxo is the
He
axle
is real.
that makes it
That's
go.
a real deal right
he
there.
is the real deal.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
He's yamming on
and
people.
then he's dunking all over
Oh.
the place. What the heck? Wait a minute. The Australian came in and did a tomahawk dunk.
Was that Adi?
Yes.
Yeah.
My God. And he got
Yeah.
technical too. Got technical.
Hey, you can't hang on the rim.
Can't hang on the rim.
Can't hang
big
on it too
fella.
long.
Can't hang on that.
But let him know.
Hey,
You know what? Take that technical. Hey, only up 39 now.
dude.
Oh, darn it.
I love Yaxel popping out that Michigan
Dude.
jersey too.
That
He
man.
popping it out. That's some pride. That's a man with some pride.
Well, that's a man who got a bag. He got a bag.
No, he got a bag.
Good for him.
He-
Because it was either go to the draft.
Yep.
He tested the waters with the draft, and he obviously decided
He
to
learned.
take the
He
next
learned something though.
Yeah.
He had to work
Oh,
on his game.
He did.
He did
A little bit.
He had to work on his
Really
game.
good player at
Yeah,
UAB.
right.
Really good player. And I think, honestly, he could be National Player of the Year this year.
I think so too. I don't want to give him no, but
He's already preseason
did
All-American.
Did you see Purdue? And I hate to bring up Purdue, but did you see Purdue take on Eastern Illinois?
No, I did not.
Dude, they balled.
sure
We
they
got to
did.
watch
They're number one in
Purdue.
the
We
nation
got to
right
watch
now.
Purdue. We got to watch
Oh,
Purdue.
I mean, this year, Purdue, Michigan State's looking
yeah,
really nice.
Michigan State look
The
good.
Big Ten looks-
They're number 7.
The Big
They're
Ten
number
looks
7 right now.
incredible right now.
I'm just wait a minute. Big Ten basketball, it's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I stole it. Yeah, that's right. In NBA, I stole your stuff.
I mean, Purdue. Obviously, Purdue was a problem last year as well. Purdue's a problem every year.
Every
Yeah,
year.
they're
Every
always
year.
a very good basketball team.
Right.
Same with State. State's always got something going on.
Izzo got it. Whatever you say about Izzo, you can say all the things you want.
My man,
Izzo got it.
accomplished accordion player,
Yep.
Tom Izzo, national champion. I put the accordion right up there.
I saw that.
Yeah, he always every year at Christmas season, man, he's always got that accordion out.
Well,
good for him.
And he got
No.
that ugly sweater. And then
Yeah.
he gets mad when Michigan fans
Point out the sweater?
point out that ugly sweater. I'm
Man,
just
it's all right.
saying.
It's all right. We all got ugly sweaters around. I got my own on today. You know.
I wore my
I got that
sweatshirt.
cashmere on
I
today.
wore my team shirt.
Yeah.
You know, I don't wear team stuff until we lose. We up and lose. They need support.
And then they need support.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
need support. I bring them support when we lose.
Oh, that's very appreciated of you, of course.
I'm
Obviously.
trying.
And they need to. But man, the Wolverines, like, they put together a 3-day 3 days in a row that I don't think I've ever seen another team do.
That's that's what the NCAA tournament should be doing. 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row.
I did kind of like that, especially because like that week is one of those weeks where ain't nobody got nothing going on.
Nobody got anything on.
I was in the studio for one of these games, I think for Auburn, and man, Bruce Pearl calling the game where his son is the coach.
Bruce Pearl is funny.
Yeah,
he's
funny and funny, haha, or we laughing at him, right?
No, we were laughing at him because his team,
not with him.
His team got rocked.
No, his son got rocked too.
His son got rocked, and his team that he retired for his son, the coach, got rocked.
Yeah, man. Auburn though, they're a serious team every year, man. They beat the brakes off of Auburn, and then Gonzaga coming into the year, Gonzaga.
They didn't think we could hang with big Gonzaga.
They had beaten every other opponent by 20 plus.
Right.
To start the year, basically. 15 plus against Oklahoma. You know, they put up 122 in a game this year.
Yes,
they beat a team by 72 points. They were down 24 at half. 24. They have yet to have a game decided by single digits. And that's still true because Michigan beat them by 40.
They did beat them by 40.
Incredible.
I'm gonna just say this:
incredible.
That was a great run, but remember, Michigan struggled. They struggled against TCU, and they struggled against Wake Forest too.
Right.
So there's another
still room
side
to grow here.
Right. There's room to grow, and they're gonna. But I like what we saw, and the two old Fab Fivers calling the game on TNT.
Man, I love to see that.
That was great.
That's so great.
That was
man.
awesome.
I'm so glad that beef is whatever that was squashed.
It's gone.
Jalen and Chris are
together.
Of the greats.
They were good. And Mashburn, I love Jamal Mashburn, man. Mash was talking. He was like, I agree with you guys. I have to agree with you guys. I'm like, all right, Mash.
No, I'm happy to see how that stuff has worked out for sure. And you know, notwithstanding Bruce Pearl calling the game where his son got
did he
beat by 30
keep bringing up Bruce Pearl?
I'm just saying, man, we all listen to that broadcast like the Sunday Philadelphia meme. I'm sick of this dude. Sick of this dude. Get him out of my life. Go.
I'm trying to block out Bruce Pearl, and you keep bringing it up. I know what Bruce Pearl was trying to do. Exactly.
To laugh. That's why.
Bruce Pearl was trying to point out everybody on his team and what guy's going to bring it and this and that. I'm like, yeah, be quiet. Be quiet, dude.
No, I get it. I see the comment, number one, don't mean anything in real life. The best team will win. I agree. But you know what helps? Winning all your games. Especially if you're going to beat good teams. Gonzaga is a good team.
Gonzaga is a damn good team.
Gonzaga is going to get to the tournament and be a high seed. You know, I think Auburn, while they're not as good as they were last year, they're still going to be in a tournament.
I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be real good.
They just might not be number one seed. Good
no,
like
they may not be number one seed. They don't have the same team that they had a year ago.
What do you think about point guard? Because right now we got a freshman backing up right now who looks real nice.
You like him, don't you?
Cadeau is nice though.
You like
I like
Trey.
Hey, I like where this team is headed, especially if McKinney
and
comes
Cadeau's
back another
getting
season.
his game. He's rounding into shape. Yeah. Not that he was out of shape. I'm just saying he's. Dude, we got some hound dogs. They can run up and down the floor.
I like who
they go get it.
I like the way our bench especially looks because if you got Will Cheddar, obviously he was our sixth man last year.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of depth right now at the just at every position. Every position, Michigan's got guys.
You got a freshman in Trey McKinney that's got all the confidence in the world.
Exactly.
If he don't hit the first one, he'll surely hit the second one. I mean, and he believes that. He believes that.
No, I absolutely. And I don't know who's going to be I don't know who else is going to have a front court that has as much juice as this one.
Well, Mara surprised the mess out of me. I went back and looked at film of Mara last year.
Yeah.
When in the UCLA blue.
Yeah, he was fine.
Nah,
I don't think he's a great rebounder.
He's not.
He's not.
But he could. Hey, he's a rim protector. That's what he is.
Yeah, and
He's
that's
a rim
what you
protector.
need. And he's big. He's really big. I mean, again, the hands.
Yep.
He's not going to catch a lot of passes.
No.
I saw him try to rebound a couple of times. I'm like, yeah, he's just tall. He probably good at defending the rim, and I don't know who's going to match up with the size of this team.
That's what I'm
Morris
saying.
is. You also got you got Morris as well. Morris Johnson.
Yep.
Starting lineup.
Morris.
Yaks with Johnson and Mara as a front court.
Morris is he is the power behind the throne. He is the power behind. If you get, let me say it. If you got by Mara, you got to deal with Morris on the other side because he's going to be there.
There is no relief.
Right.
Anywhere in this starting lineup, you got big.
And Yaxo is coming.
And if Namari is like your fourth best player.
Yep.
If LJ Kaysen can come in there and do something every once in a while, Roddy Gale's still on this team.
Give you some of that point guard too.
Yeah.
LJ Kaysen's got to give you that point guard too.
Yeah.
He's good. He gets to, and he goes to the hole. He's not always looking to hit a jump shot, but everybody's looking for three. Everybody's looking for three.
Absolutely. I mean, there's just going to be so much opportunity for some of these other guys to make contributions because if you're going to be up by 40, I mean, and especially if you're going to be playing with bigs like this, man, that's taking up a lot of attention. There's no way that some of these guards aren't going to have great shots. I just feel like last year felt like we're relying a lot on a too big pick and roll,
right?
Which you don't really see a lot of other teams employ. And I like Danny Wolf. He had a really good game the other day.
Nobody did that.
Nobody was doing that.
No,
and I like Danny Wolf. He had a really nice game the other day. The other day against the Bucks. He had 22 points, looking great. I really like where he ended up because he's going to have the ball in his hands.
Ended up in the right,
and I think he did.
The right, yes, he did.
And the Nets are kind of figuring out what do we have, and I think Danny Wolf's going to be a guy for a long time. But I think this year, this offense, this could be like one of the best offenses in the history of Michigan basketball.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know what you're going to, if you shut down Yaks, I just still think there's going to be
somebody
guys that
else.
are have
You got Namari, you got Trey McKinney, you got all kinds of players that can hit jumpers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And who are you going to stop next?
I don't know what team is going to be able to, because last year Michigan, their big strength is their bigs. Their bigs were their strength.
Purdue is a big team too,
and that's the team that I'm looking at this year.
That we need. That's why I said Purdue is that team. They're that team, and they look. The one thing about Purdue, they wear their hearts on the sleeve.
It's never easy with them.
No,
never easy.
No, it's not going to be easy. They're going to come out and they're going to try to dominate real quick.
But we never saw this from last year's team.
No.
We saw good stretches. You saw a lot of times where they were very inconsistent, turn the ball over a lot. And you were kind of like, ooh, where's the offense going to come from sometime? Is Vlad Golden just going to have to dominate on the inside? And that's where you're going to get your 20 points. And then everyone else kind of fills in where you need to be. Your guard depth was maybe a little bit, if Trey's not hitting, then it was getting kind of ugly last year. I don't think you have those problems this year.
No, you don't. Wait a minute. You got guys who can score.
Yeah.
And let me say this, you got guys who can go inside that are not afraid to go inside.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people were afraid.
Will Cheddar's your fourth big?
Right.
Oh man, you're great. You're great.
I mean, Will Cheddar, the first thing, Cheddar likes to get his quick.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like that for Cheddar, though. I like those kind of like microwave guys off the bench.
Yes,
I think that's a good role.
He's coming to shot. He's coming to shoot.
It's a good role for him.
Yeah.
Because Yaks can shoot. I'm not sure if that's what I want him to be doing all the time from outside. I want you going inside.
Shoot, dunk, and play defense.
I want you to attack the rim.
Yes. Go
applying
get that
rim pressure all day, and he's a very smart basketball player. He'll find guys when they're open. There's a lot to like.
He's not a ball hog. He shares the ball. He does want to share the ball.
And I think these guys are really bought into the team concept. Like Yaks could be that guy where he's like, get me the ball, just get out my way. Like, I know I'm the NBA talent on this team.
Well, he finally said, I'm the man.
He is the man.
He finally said, I'm the man. He knows he's the big dog on the porch now.
Mm-hmm.
And once you figure that out, I'm like, I don't know why you don't know. You're the best guy coming out of the portal. How are you not figuring you're the big dog on the porch? But once he figured it out, okay.
I mean, the coaching staff has to you kind of have to, I don't know, like coach guys into like saying like, don't feel like you
Right.
you can't be selfish sometimes.
No, you could be selfish.
You got to be, because you know what you are? NBA ready. He's
Exactly.
NBA ready.
Exactly.
And I mean, I'm surprised he didn't go last year, but maybe he felt like his draft position just wasn't where it was going to be. To me, this got to be a lottery pick.
Nah,
he's
got
to be a lottery guy this year.
He's going to be a lottery
Last
pick.
year was pretty good class, though. I like what Derek Queen's been doing in the NBA so far. I think there's been a lot of guys. I know New Orleans gave up too much for him, but Danny Wolf, like I said, had a great game the other day. They do need him badly. Yeah. But I mean, I just feel like there's a lot to like about this team. And there could be times where this offense maybe gets bogged, maybe you're a little too big. Right. Maybe you got to make some adjustments here and there depending on the team that you're playing. Maybe some teams want to play faster, and that takes Mara out of the equation or something like that. I feel like Yaxel could he could size up and play center.
Yeah. He could play. Wait a minute, he played center down where he came from.
Right.
I mean, that's what he did. He physically out physicaled everybody. So I'm like,
I think on the next level, he's a 4.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like a full-time center.
I agree.
In cases where Mara maybe is just like a little bit out of place, maybe he just, he gets run off the court a little bit. Mm-hmm. Maybe he starts to foul a little too much because he can't stop guys. That's where Yax he could start at center. He can play center.
You can play a small lineup and you can run up and down.
Because now you got guard depth this year.
Yeah, you run them out of the gym.
You got guard depth this year. So you don't have to worry about, hey, if Trey Donaldson isn't hitting shots this year, we don't know what's going to happen next. Now you got guys.
Why you got to bring Trey up?
I'm just saying, like that. Our team last year was, if Danny and Vlad aren't just hitting at all times,
you got
you have to pray Trey Donaldson is hitting. Because if you don't, then you're like, where's the offense coming from? Yeah. You're playing against good teams early too. I remember last year they played Arkansas. They lost a close game. They lost some close games. I think Oklahoma was another one where they played some of these early tournament stuff. And they looked like they were a real team, maybe a top 25 team. I don't think they ever looked like a top 5 team last year at any point. I think they were pretty much accurately rated where they were last year.
Yeah, they kept them. They were right in the right position.
I think so. They're a little too inconsistent last year.
They couldn't be. And the tougher teams that got physical with them, they got out physical. I mean, Michigan State, Purdue. Those are the teams that that they put their hands on them.
Yeah,
and they couldn't get away. I mean, they had to look at. I think the coaches had to learn the Big Ten.
Absolutely,
it wasn't just the players, because I'm sure we had enough players that knew what the Big Ten was about. But it took the coaches to understand what the Big Ten was about, because they didn't know. They came in unknowing.
I think intellectually they understand that idea, right? But then you have to see it out.
Right.
You have to actually coach like that's going to happen to you.
Well,
and sometimes you're just not ready for what's coming.
You should watch the film and see how them players grab you. And especially if you play in a Michigan State
or a Purdue.
Yeah. I mean, they beat the heck out of Look, if your point guard wins, the team usually wins.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the point guard. The guards are the guys.
They have the ball in their hands most often. So they're the ones setting guys up, making decisions. Last year, those were a lot of times that was Danny Wolf, or that was a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or Vlad Golden or somebody like that.
Well, Danny, we used to play. Well, we used to want to get the big guy on the little guy, and Danny would take the guy inside and over there. But they figured it out.
Eventually, it started to get figured out. And honestly, like with Danny, especially as like the high volume pick and roll guy, you just don't see a lot of guys at his size doing. So a lot of turnovers came with some of that. You live with some of that. Dusty, obviously, he coaches in a way where that's just kind of part of it.
Who knew Vlad was going to be what he was?
I don't think he could have.
He was. Look, that young man really came a long way.
Absolutely,
a long way, and he led us. I mean, he was that guy. He get inside, make them plays, and started shooting threes.
Yeah, no, he had to. And no, I think he, especially at the end of the year when they needed a bucket, they had to go to Vlad Golden.
Right.
He had sometimes the mismatches, or he just knew he had that nice touch around the rim. No, but this year feels like, man, they can beat you from so many different places.
Right.
They can beat you in so many different ways. Obviously, we've only seen a couple of games here, so I don't want to get too crazy, but I think this team could be as good as any team in the nation this year.
I think it'd be. I think it could be a record book type of
It could
team.
be.
That's what I'm saying. They played the games that I saw. Those 3 games that I saw. If they can keep that pace up, my goodness, they could run. They could run players. They can run teams out of the gym the way they play. Keep hitting shots, and I mean that's the crazy thing. They were running up and down that floor and hitting shots. I mean, it was.
The games just never felt like they were even in question.
They never
at one time where you're like, well,
every
maybe.
time the opponent scored 1 3-pointer, we come back with 3 or 4. It was just like, wow, we're going up and down the floor. And you're playing defense. You get steals and different things. Instead of us turning the ball over, the other team was turning the ball over.
Right. Yeah. Because you had the early in the season, obviously Wake Forest, that one's a close one, 85-84.
Right.
You haven't given up more than 72 points in any game since.
No.
And you're scoring in the hundreds. You're scoring in the 80s, 90s, like every single time. And like you said, we're going up against good opponents.
That's why I think the Big Ten, they're going to start hand grabbing again. They're going to start physically holding them. It'll be a rude awakening.
In which
for
case,
some people,
you better be ready to make some free throws.
Exactly.
And play some tight games too. Because right now
Morris will be used because he played at Illinois. He gets it. He knows. He can help in practice. He can help.
I'm sure he will, just in the same way Cheddar played that role last year.
Cheddar did the same thing last year, so he'll help Cheddar.
And a lot of
everybody ready.
And a lot of the guards you already have are already on the team last year. Or Cadeau was at North Carolina. Obviously, they didn't do what they wanted to do last year, but he's a good player. I think he's a nice player, especially as a starter. I kind of like McKinney, but I think Cadeau's been off to a good start this year so far.
Yeah, he hurt his ankle a little bit in the last game, but I mean, he should be fine now.
Well, you got a freshman phenom right behind him, so
I get it. I
think it's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens throughout the year, whether anything changes with these lineups, because you got a lot of guys who used to play a lot of minutes. Roddy Gale used to play a lot of minutes. LJ Kaysen, he's going to be in the backup role. Like a lot of these, they just have so much depth.
LJ Kaysen he'll get his spots. He'll get his spots. Yeah. I'm not worried about LJ. Yeah. Finally, Dusty saw him. He apologized to him and said he's going to get more time. So that's a good thing. He knows to get him in there.
Yeah.
We need to go to a break. We come back. It's your time, your turn. Okay, question of the day. The question of the day is how do you feel about this team after the Ohio State game? Are there changes? And I'm not talking about major changes, but I'm talking about a culture change. I'm talking about the head coach becoming the head coach. We're not in the Jim Harbaugh era anymore. That's over now. We're done. I mean, do you think that, or you want to stay in that? You want to stay in that realm? Hey, I love the Jim Harbaugh era. I love 3 yards in a cloud of dust. No, bro. You got a 5-star who's got a golden arm. We got to release him. Got to let it go, or he's going to let us go. All of that on the other side. Let's hear from you on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morse, Eric Black on the other side of the glass, and he's doing you a favor. Listen to this music. You'll hear it at halftime of the Super Bowl, which is in 49 days.
That's right. Let's go.
Hey, you know I keep up on it, dog. I keep up on it. And this is Bad Bunny. So all of you that
Providing
are upset,
you a service.
We're giving you service and everything.
At least you know one song. It's this one. Couldn't tell you what it's called,
Jamel,
but it is a Bad Bunny song.
Hello.
That one. Yeah. Hello. Oh, watch out now.
734-998-1050. 734-998-1050. So what do you think? Is it time to rest the Jim Harbaugh era? Put it back, put it in where it's glory, hang it on the wall, and come up with your own and give your team a culture. And hey, let's set it up. Let's set it up. Let's balance the attack. You got a 5-star. Why you not using him? Why are you gonna put him to the side? Well, I'm not putting him to the side. I just didn't want him to throw down the middle or anything like that. Well, guess what? That's how he's gonna learn. 734-998-1050. Mustafa, I know you got a lot to say, bro.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
It's all right. I was at the game.
You didn't come by the tailgate.
Then,
I see you over at my tailgate.
Well, I went to since I forgot to ask you, your location. I went to the.
I'm in the blue lot.
Lounge.
I'm in the blue lot, and I'm three space. And you know how the parking lot is structured in the blue lot? You know, it faces the stadium. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm the third row, and we're on the end. We're on the end on the closest to where the buses come up to let the players off.
Wow.
So I'm right there.
I walk right by you then.
I'm right there, bro.
2026. Let's go.
I walk right by you. I didn't know where you would. Anyway, I went to the Victory Lounge. I asked the guy. He said you were not there today. And then
you should have came. No, you should have came up. You should have came. Did you go into Chrysler? Use the bathroom or something? Go in Chrysler and see anything in Chrysler. Go to the M-Den. I was in the M-Den with my big mouth, and I bought some hand warmers because that's the only thing that was cold, Mustafa, was my hands.
Yes, I even over there in that same area, I saw Stanley Edward and his son Brian Edward walk right by me and told me go blue. I said go blue back to them.
Hey,
so
I talked to them. I saw them. They went to the play. They went. We have what we call a reunion. It's called the chili cornbread event. So
okay.
I was over there. I didn't eat no chili though.
I've seen them.
Some of that sidecar slider bar.
No, that's you guys.
That's us. Yeah,
that's y'all.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey.
Oh, we have pulled pork this weekend.
You got a ton. You got a ton in the refrigerator.
Oh, I know it.
Hey, you got spicy coleslaw in there too. You take that spicy coleslaw.
Unfortunately, we did not wind up with any of the sauce.
Yeah, why didn't you guys get no barbecue? I'm sorry,
man.
Wait a minute. Let me get back to Mustafa.
When we break down the tailgate, it's just a blur to me, man. I don't know what's going on.
Go ahead, Mustafa. I'm sorry.
Jamie, you're good. Listen, man. Jamie, I got in there early after Ohio State arrived. I wait for them to arrive their buses.
Right.
And I went into the stadium, and then I do what I usually do. When we got a big team, like a big time program coming in, I go watch their warm up.
What'd you think?
So I kind of descend, toward the where their sideline. But Jamie, let me tell you, I knew there was no way Michigan winning that game. I've been to that stadium so many times. These are real dudes. These are best looking team I've seen come to Michigan in a long time. These are NFL ready players, NFL looking players.
Okay.
Sonny style. Arvell Reese, Caleb Down, Kenyatta Jackson, all them guys. I wanted to see if Tate and Sweet were gonna play. So I saw them up close. Ohio State, Jamie, they don't look like us, at least this year.
No,
Physically.
I got you.
Jamie, a couple years ago, Michigan went on a recruiting battle against Ohio State for 2 Ohio players, Bryce West and Aaron Scott. They 2 defensive backs, really good. We almost got them.
Mm-hmm.
They have not seen the field yet. They second year in the program. They didn't even play. One of them is on special team right now. Michigan is playing true freshmen. That tells you all you need to know. These 2 programs are at a different place. Now, what's so sobering though and so scary is I saw a quarterback married to his head coach. There's a connection, a religious connection there.
Mm-hmm.
And they be back together next year. Jamie, Ohio State, they have this in the making the last 4 years. These results last Saturday, they've been cooking it in the kitchen for 4 years.
Yeah, I agree. They were trying to figure out what it was about. Them can't beat Michigan. Yeah, they finally came up with they came up with it. I'll give you that. They won the offense and defensive line, Mustafa. I get it.
I told you 4 weeks ago, after a series or play, who Bryce goes to? Nobody. Julian saying after every single play, while the play is still even developing, whatever touchdown running, he's running over there to his head coach, get the message relayed to him, the eye contact, the security blanket. Bryce is not prepared, Jamie. And I was telling Eric when he was screening me, I don't know if Devin Garner of his TV responsibility in the off season can help out. Bryce needs a quarterback coach.
Bryce has a quarterback coach. Bryce has a quarterback coach. Bryce has a quarterback coach.
That's a high school coach, JB.
No, it's not a high school coach. It is not. I don't know his name, but I know he's a high-priced quarterback coach.
He's doing a terrible job then. He's no good. Because my biggest fear now, you may not even get him back next year, Bryce and Andrew Marsh.
You'll get him back.
No, Jamie?
Yeah.
Jamie,
Yes,
Bryce
Mustafa, he's coming back. And he's got the ire. Wait a minute. I know one thing. He'll be back next year. He'll be back next year because he did not like losing to Ohio State. That passion is there.
So.
That passion is there.
I hope so. This kid did not develop at all. And this is bad.
Mustafa.
For Michigan to go to this game, Jamie, I have nothing bad to say about Bryce.
I'm gonna ask you a question again.
Yes.
Because you have such a high standards of what they learn. You remember being 17 and somebody trying to teach you to do something, right? And he kept hitting you with that stick or whatever he hit you with because you wouldn't learn. But he taught you one thing. If I don't learn, I'm gonna get hit by this stick again. So you started learning. That you can't nowadays. You can't do that to kids or anything like that.
I get it. That's why Urban Meyer was saying that that's the reason why he doesn't do it. He doesn't play freshman quarterbacks because they just not ready. That's
different philosophies, Mustafa. I think this freshman quarterback who got to play a full season will come back and be better than he was, much better than he was the year before. I think he comes in and he's ready to go. I think he plays. He plays great.
With the proper coaching, Bryce has all the talent in the world. That's
he will have.
Look,
between his coach that he has on the side and Chip Lindsey, he will be fine. Like I said, he's got to listen to one coach, and that should be Chip Lindsey. He's got to listen to one coach. And that is Chip Lindsey.
I got you there. I mean, I really hope they're going to get them ready for next year. And before I get to your question of the day, Jamie, how could you explain? You guys haven't talked about that. A Michigan defense go against Ohio State for the whole game. Nobody even came close to a couple yards.
What did I say?
Game
if you can't move the quarterback, I said this. If you can't move the quarterback around, the Ohio State quarterback around, there's going to be problems. Did I not say that? I know I said that.
Said that. And after the game, Jamie, I told my son, his quarterback, because he's a Buckeye, I will send you a picture of me and him as a house divided. But anyway, I told him, man, we could not get to your quarterback. And that's inexcusable. I don't know how you play a game against your arch rival. You can't manufacture anything to get to the quarterback. That's a dilemma, man. That is a dilemma. So, I don't know, man. I mean, this defensive front needs to be rebuilt. Because it's not Michigan standard.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But can I say one thing to you?
Go ahead.
You won 4 straight years. You lost 1 game after that. Where's your head? I know you lost to them, but you got to feel good still. This is a rivalry game. This is not we win every year. This is a rivalry game.
Jamie, the beginning of me talking, I laid those out. I said Michigan will not win that game. Ohio State is a veteran team, a very good football team, with a lot of NFL first rounders on offense and defense.
Gotcha.
The way we lost, that's what bothers me. You should be able to do certain things. Like we were able to run the ball a little bit when we have our star running backs. The offensive line, okay. They came a long way. But the defense, man, to play the way they play up front is not right. Now, to your question, man, Jamie, I don't think we need to change anything from the way Jim Harbaugh used to play.
No, bro. You got to get – hey, no. Don't accept that. We're done. We're done with Jim Harbaugh.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. Ryan Day came around and used the same way we used to beat him. What they did the other day used to be Michigan football. 15-play drives, 20-play drives, run the ball 16 times out of 20. That's Michigan football. We can still do that. Just throw the ball a little bit. Do not deviate from what Jim left here.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. No, don't agree.
Ryan Day
I don't agree.
All over the place.
I don't agree.
As a matter of fact, Jeremiah Smith only got 40 yards. They did not throw the ball reckless. They ran the ball, ran the football. That's how you win in November.
That's November, bro. I'm okay with the running backs. I'm just saying we got to open it up a little bit more than what we're doing now. I'm sorry.
I'll give you that.
Know you like the running.
I'll give you that.
I know you like the running, but we got a 5-star quarterback. And if we want to attract any other 5-star quarterbacks, if we are not successful and that young man leaves after his sophomore year, we'll never get another 5-star quarterback.
How do you like that 20-play drive from Ohio State? Do you like it?
It was fine. Hey, Mustafa, it's football. And like you said, it's November. And they had the lead, so they just wanted to pound the clock. That's it. I get it. That's football. I get it.
Football. That's football the way it's supposed to be played in this rivalry, man. And Jamie, before I let you go, one thing, man. I swear to God, Jamie, Ryan Day showed a lot of class.
He
did.
Was at that
game
I said that.
Very end.
I gave him his credit.
So, my head coach, I don't want to see my head coach go to Columbus and blow kisses anymore to the fans. Quit doing that.
I will relay that message, Mustafa. You know I will.
Come on, man. For the first time, I might be rooting for Ohio State this Saturday because of Ryan Day. He showed a lot of class, man.
Come on now. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. No, make it executive. Nope.
I mean, please.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Or anybody who knows, show them listening.
Talk to y'all tomorrow. Go Blue.
All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, Mustafa.
No, we're not. That's what we're not going to be doing.
734-998-1050. Hadley! I know it was you because you were talking Eric's ears off.
What's up, Hadley?
I do that with Eric. Eric likes to hear our conversation.
No, it's cool.
At our end, too.
Sometimes I get people's opinions twice.
I
I get
know
them
you
on
do.
the phone, and then I get to hear it on the show. It's fun.
Go ahead,
got
Eric.
it.
I mean, go ahead.
Well, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
You got stuff.
Yeah. Look. Well, let me ask you this: when Harbaugh started his third year, he made changes with his coaches at that time too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Harbaugh made
Is that when he
changes Harbaugh. The most important change he made was at year number 4.
3.
Three.
Well, it would have been his third year.
Right.
Yeah.
So he did a good job.
Well, he didn't beat
When
Ohio
did he
State his
bring
He
third year,
didn't beat
but
Ohio State. No,
You know.
he didn't.
He didn't. He
No,
lost 5 years.
I
in a row.
said he didn't beat Ohio
Yeah,
State.
Yeah.
Sharon
yeah,
still got him on that one,
All right.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
When did he bring in Don Brown? Was it year 4?
Year 4 or 5, because the dad wanted to bring him. So yeah.
Mm. Well, look, sure, you know he's going to do this, Jamie. He's going to sit down. He's going to look over what he's got, and Sharon. I don't know if he'll make changes or not. I think he's got the coaches he wants and stuff.
No,
It's just,
no. You got.
you
Look,
don't think so?
I know what you're saying, Hadley, but you got to make changes on there are positions, and I'm not saying it on the radio. There are positions that need to be changed.
Well,
No,
all right.
not going to say it on the radio.
Well, I don't want you to give names out or anything, but I'm curious to see which you're talking about here. But we'll see what happens. But
You should know, Hadley. You should know.
Should know. I do.
Yeah, you should know.
Yeah.
You got 2 eyes.
I know, but you're at the games too, so you can see it too.
Wait a minute. And do you watch it on TV? Do you record it? Do you know what the best time to watch the game is that 60-minute one where you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? The condensed.
I like those.
You can watch that 6-8
Right.
times. You can watch
Right.
that bad boy all the time. I watched that bad boy
I agree.
last night. It was great. Go
Not
ahead.
a lot of highlights for us in that 60, I'm sure. But
No, there wasn't. But you know what? It got done.
yeah.
What I found was interesting, how Ira on the day after the game, he'll do his plays of the game, his gem of the game, blah, blah, blah. This first time I've ever heard listening to that this year that he did not play one Don Karsh highlight. Did not play a single one. Because all there was field goals.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the
never-
interception.
We did have that
Well, yeah.
interception. That was a play.
Yeah.
That should have been play of the
called that-
game. That was play of the
Yeah,
game right
might have been.
there.
That was the gem. That was the gem of the game, but he didn't even play it.
I mean, probably
And I
not in the
thought,
mood,
this
man.
is
I
interesting.
mean, he did. Look, some people took that loss with a lot. I would love telling you the last time Ohio State beat Michigan. You know that.
I know. Now he's thinking of changing it. Well, let's see. It's been 4 days since we lost to Ohio State. 5 days, 6 days,
He's not.
7 days.
Wait a minute. I know somebody in Ohio State's going to start doing that. I know a company that's going to do that. Yeah,
They've already started. Yeah, they've already started doing it.
right.
Well, it's been 2 days since we beat Michigan. 3 days, and they're going to do it right up.
Which is
to the game
great.
next year.
This is why it's a rivalry.
I'm not against it. That's
That's my
fine. They can
Oprah.
do what they want to do.
Did you hear the Oprah part? I said that's my
Kind of
Oprah.
got that. Yeah.
Right.
There you go. Well, I wondered, when Ryan came on the field after the game, shook his hand and everything else, and said, "We're not going to do anything." Who brought the flag? I wonder.
The players brought the flag. Some player pulled it out of
And
his
Ryan
pants.
didn't know it.
No, he
Did
didn't
Ryan
know
know
it.
they
No,
had-
he didn't know. He
How
said he
did they
didn't
sneak
know.
the flag in by him? I wonder.
They
How
didn't
did
tell.
they get the
Wait a
flag
minute.
by
They
him?
didn't tell the coach that time. Didn't tell him.
Well, I just So they must have had it on the sideline ready to take it out on the
I
field,
just
right?
told you the player pulled it out of his pants.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
You did. And what did the flag say?
Ohio State versus everyone.
Oh boy.
Why they gotta come and take
Well,
our stuff, man? That was our thing.
Because you know what? You mimic
Our
the
thing.
best. You mimic the best.
Right. Detroit is the best city in the world. I agree.
Exactly. You mimic.
That's right. That's what you got to do. Well, Jamie, it was disappointing and everything like that. And like me and Philly, we discussed it on Sunday, and Philly will have a lot to say, I know, and stuff. But what Philly is saying is the same thing I'm thinking, is that if he's going to make changes, Sharon, and wants to get changes with coaches, he says you've got to bring up a hungry coach that wants to advance his career to the
Someone
NFL
like yourself.
or whatever.
Someone who was like yourself when Harbaugh made the changes with him coming in.
Sure.
Right?
Exactly.
He was hungry. He
Exactly.
made the players accountable. They made the players feel like
Exactly.
this is your team, not just our team. It's your team. How do you want us to
Right.
play? Exactly.
Right.
You turn it
Yeah.
back over to them.
And you're right. They held Bryce back earlier in the year. We know that. We know Sharon did it, and we know the other guy did it too.
Well,
So
Sharon told
they
you
didn't
that he
let
was
him-
going to
they
do
did-
that. Sharon told you he was
Well,
going to do that. I'm not
right,
risking
but
my
he shouldn't
quarterback.
have.
He
He
didn't risk.
shouldn't have. He should have let him go. He knows what Bryce can do.
No,
He knows
he
exactly
didn't.
what
He
he
didn't
can
want an
do.
injury. Mikey wasn't up to speed. We didn't have a real
No, I'm not
backup.
saying running the ball. I'm saying throwing the ball.
Well, I mean,
They restricted him.
yeah,
I mean, you saw what happened when he did throw the ball this weekend. He missed a lot of open
he missed a
dudes.
lot of open
He
guys.
checked down immediately. He was checking down like it was his job
but he
to
only
check
threw
down.
15 passes, something
18.
like that.
Sure. Yeah. I get your point, though.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, I think early in the season, I knew a lot of people who were saying, air it out. And I'm like, well, Justice Haynes just ripped off a 75-yard run. Why are we going to air it out?
Why are we airing it out?
Like, what freshman comes into the college football and immediately starts airing it out? I just
No.
don't think anybody does that.
I mean,
Doesn't matter if they're the number one
Chad
recruit in the nation or
Henning
not.
had the best Michigan football team as a freshman quarterback. Chad Henning.
Yeah.
Remember
Came in
that
as a
team?
freshman the year
As a
after
freshman
John.
quarterback, Chad
Oh,
Henning
my
came
gosh.
in and he was doing his thing. But
Yeah.
then Lloyd said, let's open it up. No, hell no.
Nope. I believe actually Chad Henne has the passing touchdown
He
record for
does.
the single season.
He
It's still only
does.
25.
That's what I'm saying.
Eric, do you know offhand, you may have to look this up, how many times
Wow.
did Michigan have
Eric,
the
look
ball
it up.
in the red zone?
In the red
How
zone.
many times during the game did Michigan have the ball in
Let's
the red
see. I might
zone?
be able to find that out. real
The
quick.
first two series, they had
You
the
did-
ball. They had the ball in the red zone.
At least that second one, I
Right.
remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
and
was
look
it.
how many, and I wonder how many total plays we had in this game, and we could only get it in the red zone twice.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, Ohio
Yeah.
State was the best team in the nation
I
all
know
year.
they're good.
Pretty good.
They're good. There's no doubt
I
about
don't
it.
like saying it, but it just is what it is, man.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens Saturday, Jamie. That's going to be a hell of a game.
I know you pulling for the red team, Hadley. That's all I know.
Not the scarlet red, the other red.
I'm just saying, I know
Signetti.
you pulling for the red team, Hadley.
Signetti. Come on,
We were
Signetti.
talking about this, and we're wondering how we're going to be able to tell Indiana fans from Ohio State fans.
Oh, that'll be easy
That'll be all right. You'll be
How
all
is
right.
that going to be easy?
because you'll be in their state. They'll tell you.
let you know.
They'll let you know.
But their red is a darker red than
I'm
no,
saying you
Ohio
will
State's
see.
darker red.
You will see. Hey, Hadley,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a bet.
Honestly,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
get you some LeBrons if Ohio State wins.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Oh,
Okay. Go ahead and pick out your favorite
Wow.
silhouette, Hadley. What do you like? The sevens, LeBron sevens? Maybe
We'll
I got
do
a pair
that.
of 20s. Actually, I've only bought one pair of LeBrons in my life. but
I never brought it. I'm not
Yeah.
buying those.
they're not
Hadley,
really that
I
great.
gotta go because I got
I know you do.
on the backside. I got a lot of guys. I
We
got,
got a lot of
people.
I
backside to
know.
get to.
Okay,
We'll do this all again tomorrow.
all
Yeah,
right.
Of course we will.
We're
Talk to
gonna
you
go
later.
to a break. We come right back. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Eric Black on the other side of the glass. And let's go right in there. Daryl, how you doing, Daryl?
Hey, I'm doing just fine. A whole lot warmer than it was on Saturday. Let me tell you.
Come on,
But
Daryl.
I tell
That
you what,
wasn't
though,
cold on Saturday. Don't start that.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't cold. It certainly wasn't windy.
No.
That's for sure. But anyways, I did have a good time. But let me tell you, I understand and I feel what everybody's been saying today. But I don't know. And I'm not saying stay put because I'm the guy that says, hey, this thing starts with strength and conditioning. And I think that we're going to have to play with the screws of this thing a little bit. And we need to start there to get that competition that we had, over the last few years. And again, I'm not saying that how it manifests itself on the football field, that the play calls and everything need to be the same. But I think that competitive fire that we got to get that back in there somehow. That's number one. And then number two, and this is a question, and I'm not trying to lead a witness with this either, but when I was watching, it almost seemed like being down to that third string running back, down to that guy that was the walk on that was there. He didn't understand the protections all the time.
Well, no.
So when we did try to pass the ball, it almost seemed like Bryce was trying to tell him what direction to go for the protection.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
it didn't, that part of it seemed like it hurt us more because people don't forget, like when our second string running back, when the guy who knew what was in there, he was ripping off runs, ripping off plays like it was nothing. Right. But he was only in there for like the first couple drives. So we couldn't do that. So at least in my opinion, I don't think we're too far off. But at the same time, I agree with everyone else. We need to open it up a little bit more. I don't know if that was going to be the case this year. It may have been, but when you're down to like your third string walk-on running back, the protections just weren't there. And so it seemed like to me, when they saw that, they tried it, it didn't work. They got back up into like, okay, yeah, we got to just stay afloat for the rest of this game. And the defense kind of tired out. So that's what I saw. But maybe you guys saw it differently. I need to go back and rewatch those 60-minute films. And that's all I got for you guys right now.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the phone call.
Yeah. Appreciate the call. Yep.
Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
734-998-1050. 734-998-1050. Who we got on next?
We got LaRon.
LaRon!
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's happening?
Hey, I'm down here in the belly of the beast, down here in Slow, Ohio. And, we got to get Bryce away from the Scarecrow, or else he's going to ruin me. The Scarecrow, you guys know who the Scarecrow is.
Who's the Scarecrow?
Scarecrow Moore.
Oh,
He's gonna ruin Bryce with this stuff, and we've seen it. Everybody's seen it. Every game we lost, I'm sure Scarecrow Moore was like, "Don't do this, don't do that. Watch out here, watch out there, watch out this. Don't do this, don't do that." And he has programmed this kid to not be himself. He has put this in this kid's head instead of just letting this kid go and be a football player. I understand that second string quarterback is not as great as a starter, but let this kid go. Getting hurt is part of the game, and you never know what the second string quarterback may come in and do. But you're putting this in this guy's head don't do this, watch out here, watch out there. And it just psychologically, it's messing him up. And this is my opinion from just what I've seen in these 3 L's that we took compared to the victories that we had when the Scarecrow wasn't too nervous and just let him go. The kid had a decent game. some decent games, even though he wasn't, 10 for 10 or whatever in the games that we won. You can see it, in his feet, everything this past Saturday. It was just like, oh my God, Biff should have been the one out there calling them plays or our other guy, but you can tell that had Sharon game plan all over. He just took over and was scared to just play football.
You think if Biff had called plays, we'd be eating Haagen-Dazs ice cream and smoking cigars?
We wouldn't have looked that damn bad.
Yeah.
We looked terrible.
We
and that's because Sharon was out there coaching a scared football game.
They got the best secondary in the nation.
I see where you're going with it. I see where you're going with it, and it's. I get it, Laron, but that's right there. That's his baby. That is his golden baby, and he knows I can't afford to get this kid hurt in any capacity right now.
Okay, understood. How many of us has ruined our baby at home?
No, you're right. That's a good answer. Hey, I'm clapping for you. That's a good one. That is very good. I like that. Thank you.
But and then there's one more thing, two more things, brother. And I'm right down here in Columbus. I'm from Pontiac, Michigan, but I've been in Columbus for a while now. It gets cold down here too. This psychological thing about the weather. We got our kids thinking, oh, these guys from South Beach, we're gonna kill them because they ain't gonna be able to deal with the cold.
No,
with their head there as well. It is cold down here.
It does get cold in Ohio.
Degrees right now.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you this question. You got snow on the ground down there?
Well, no, not today.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Did you see the snow hitting the ground on Saturday? Did you see that snow?
Yes, I did, and I was coming to the game, but I decided I wasn't trying to fight that traffic on the way out.
Exactly. Look, Laron, you're right. You're right. It is cold in Columbus. I lived in Columbus, so I know it gets cold in Columbus.
Yeah, so again, we're psychologically, messing with our kids' head there. And lastly, this is my last thing, and I'm gonna let the next caller come up. This ball game.
Yeah.
The Scarecrow don't have nothing to lose now.
Right.
Watch Bryce
Open
turn
it
out.
up.
Watch Bryce turn out.
What?
Hey, turn out.
I'm hoping he does.
Remember this. Watch him turn out. He's gonna let him go. He's gonna take the Bryce. Do you play football? Watch this kid turn out. Have the best game of his career. I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna throw for 500 yards and
I hope he does.
But he's gonna have a great game because there's nothing else to be scared of now.
Right.
So hopefully, if he's not ruined, and that's it, fellas. Thanks for letting me in, and until next year, go blue.
Thanks, Laron. Appreciate it. I hope that's not the next time you call is next year. I mean, I hope you call.
I'm just talking about, the season is.
I got you. I got you.
I listen. I try to listen to you guys as much as I can, but I'm out here. I work outside here in Columbus, and sometimes my earpods freeze. It's cold outside here.
Yeah, the AirPods don't work. You got to wear a hat. Yeah,
I do.
Man, y'all still paying for them AirPods, man. I'm sorry.
Y'all have a good one.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Y'all's AirPods don't work. I'm not an iPhone user. Y'all AirPods don't work.
No. All you got to do is cover them up with your hat. I got my hat that comes over my head.
I still wear the corded headphone.
And
I still got the corded.
Why?
I don't like Bluetooth stuff like that. I lose stuff so easily. What if it just falls out my ear?
Wait a minute. How old are you?
I'm 32 years old.
So you should not be able to lose things. By the way,
I'm losing stuff
on your phone. If you do lose it, it's in the house. It'll make a sound.
Okay.
It makes a sound, and I find them.
I'm just saying. I work over on campus. I find a lot of AirPods.
No, you do.
I find them a lot.
That's them kids that are privileged.
Yeah,
that's them kids. Don't worry. I get mom to get me a new pair.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get mom and dad to get me a new pair.
Yeah.
Now, if mom and dad stop giving them a new pair, you won't find that no more.
No.
You'll say, oh, these kids been
Man,
keeping them.
I found Beats headphones before, like
really
over the head.
Do you bring them back? Do you turn them back in? Good for you.
I would never. Well, first of all, even if I didn't, I certainly wouldn't say I did. I
on
didn't
the radio,
bring them back on
exactly,
air.
On the radio.
On the radio. Somebody might be listening. I don't know. No, I'll bring them back to the front desk.
He got my Beats.
I got nobody's Beats.
734-998-1050. Philly E, what's up, man?
First things first, you guys were talking hoops,
Yep.
and I offered some context about TCU. They beat Florida,
Yeah.
but they also went on to beat the Rice Marshal, Greg Gard, and the Wisconsin Luftwaffe.
They did. They did.
So that's a quality win.
That
and
is a
remember
quality
now, we
win.
had 22 turnovers on the road, and we still managed to win. Now, when we play our A game, you see what's going on. It's
Right.
insanity. But anyway, enough of that. If you're a boomer, you get this. And I talked to the boys yesterday. Ohio State literally checked every single box in a clean sweep. It was Electronimo versus Astro. It was an ass kicking. So, and I get where I see Mustafa's point. They out Michigan. So, I mean, I get it. But I also hear what you're saying too. We got to definitely put more on the 5-star quarterback's plate. We got to surround him and we got to start trusting him. And I think he's going to be dynamite. I think he's going to take off next year.
All I'm saying, Philly E, this year was fine. I'm okay with this year. This was this was the learning time. Now it's time to grow him up. Next stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Take him to the
you
next
just had
level.
a guest on there. You just had a guest on, John Navarre.
Yeah.
And he got his feet wet as a redshirt freshman, but his first year as a starter, he had a lot of struggles.
He did.
And then it was that second full year. It was the Penn State game where John Navarre became John Navarre, and we won that game in overtime. And John Navarre had an outstanding career. And I imagine, and that was somewhere, I don't know, mid-season, maybe a little earlier than that, maybe October, where we beat Penn State at home. I imagine that's where Bryce is going to be. And guess what? We have the schedule next year where we're going to flat out be able to pinpoint when Bryce becomes that dude.
Right.
Because we have the schedule for that to happen, right? For Navarre, it was Penn State. For Bryce, we don't know what game it is, but you were talking about culture, and I texted you in real time during the game.
Yeah.
We absolutely lost our poise, and I had major issues with it. Because honestly, it's about, we're up 6-0. Let's focus on the game and get back to the huddle get back and get lined up and get the call. But I had two problems, and this speaks volumes about culture. Where were the leaders to get in number 20's face and say, "Yo, dude, shut up and play"?
Number one.
And I also want to know, why didn't the coaches pull him off the field and say, "You know what? You want to talk? You could sit right there. You could sit next to me," right? Because I know the coach that you played for, that wouldn't have occurred. And I also know Lloyd Carr also had a doghouse. So that speaks to culture, and it really bothered me. And I think if you want to talk about culture, I think things are a little too comfortable down there. That's what I think. Where do you get the balls to do that? And of course, it culminated in the headbutt. Where do you get the balls to do that during a Michigan-Ohio State game?
Right.
Those were the mistakes that Ohio State was making against us. The headbutt in 22. Or the ripping off the helmet in 21.
Right.
We reverted to what they were doing during the losses to us. Listen, here's the thing. You're talking about changes. If Sharon has to have a dog on that staff, right? You either, and I talked to Tyler yesterday, either you do the Urban Liar thing where you're going to get the young, hungry, energetic coaches that are looking to be leaders and head coaches in big time programs, whether, like it was a Stoops at Florida, before he became Bob Stoops. I think he was with the old ball coach, Dan Mullen. I think that was Urban Meyer's offensive coordinator.
Right.
If you're either going to get dudes like that, or you're going to get some ball breaking first sergeant type of attitudes at position coaches. And I would love to have somebody kiss and make up who used to be the running back coach there, bring him back to Michigan, because he's the one that started that whole culture building. The first call was to Indiana and Mike Hart. And God damn it, we need to bring him back. Make him an associate head coach, kiss, make up, give him some power, give him some, and I guarantee you things will start getting uncomfortable there again, to where the Michigan culture will be reinstated, because it's just a little too comfortable, because our kids did things on that field yesterday that we haven't seen since that other nitwit was untying somebody's shoes in a blowout loss against Ohio State, and the other dopus putting a stake into the ground when we knew we were going to get our ass kicked at Sparty,
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need to bring some guys in there that are young and hungry, or they're going to come in and start breaking some balls because things are too comfortable. I did not like that, and that is a symptom of that's a symptom of the culture that we don't want. So that's where I'm at with that. And in terms of what was the other thing? Damn. Oh, and in terms of Bryce, listen, whatever they think they might want to do next year, why don't we do it with the next install for the bowl game? Whatever you think you want to do with him next year.
Absolutely.
Let's put it in the install right now. It doesn't have to be 50 things.
Let Chip do it. Design a game plan that he wants to do. Let Jerome see it. Give him what you think about it. He'll change some things that you want, but you got to throw the ball, and you got to run the ball. You got to throw the ball, and you got to run the ball, because that kid is aching to throw the ball.
Well, me and you have the same visions. What you're talking about is what they were talking about in 23, where they wanted to be a balanced football team.
Right, exactly.
You can smash to run out of your 4-minute offense to run out a team.
Exactly.
But what you're looking for is you're looking for balance. You're looking for Troy, Emmett, Michael, Novacek, that a big-ass, badass offensive line. That's what you're looking for, and that's what I'm looking for. And I think you're 100% right. But to get there, we got to definitely put a hell of a lot more on the quarterback's plate. But he's got to fix things mechanically. I mean, we saw and I was right there when it happened. When he's on the run and he just flings this sidearm thing against Maryland, and the guy dropped the pick six. What I want to see with him is, you know what, man, just slide and reset and throw. Turn your shoulder. I mean, fix your mechanics a little bit. I think he's got a little too much confidence. And get it. You see Stafford and you see number 15 for the Chiefs, where they're doing all this sidearm crap. And I'm not saying you can never do it, but when you got a guy wide open, man, let's be right with the mechanics. And maybe you take a shot. And maybe, hey, listen, strength and conditioning too, right? And I'm hoping he can get a little more twitchy, because I don't think he contributed enough to the quarterback run game this year. Mm-hmm. I mean, we all felt like he was kind of saving up for Ohio State, and we really didn't see what we really wanted to see out of the quarterback run game. So, listen, I have all the confidence in the world. This is a very smart, talented, hardworking kid, and we're going to see big things next year. So everybody needs to chill the hell out. We don't need to make 50,000 changes, but we definitely need some tweaks on the coaching staff, because it's a little too comfortable, and it showed up in the culture on the field on Saturday. So
I'm just going to say, would Harbaugh allow that to happen? No,
absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean,
absolutely not.
I'm not out of my mind when it comes to that. He should have been pulled. I'm sorry. I know he's one of your best players on the field, but he needs to be disciplined. If the referees didn't kick him out of the game, then you need to discipline him. That's yours.
Absolutely.
If that's one of yours, you bring him in and you say, we can't do that, son. Go over there and sit. That's what you say.
It started all the way down the field with our DB getting, we're giving up these insane chunk plays, and we're talking. What are we doing? You just gave up 20 yards, 30-yard run, 40-yard run, and we're talking.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
going against All-American wide receivers. They're going against All-American wide receivers, and they're trying to get into their heads. Shut up and play football. Play football. Don't talk because you didn't do anything. So just shut up, play football, and let's get it. Let's go get that ball.
We're 100% in agreement with everything. How about that?
I mean, look.
Mustafa, shame on you for not going to Jamie's tailgate. Are you kidding me?
Man, Mustafa, he gave up on this game weeks ago.
Mustafa was done anyway.
He was like, done weeks ago.
Right. I got him back.
The lounge is about a lemonade stand next to your tailgate.
Exactly.
You know that?
I tried to tell him. I said, dude, you come down this way and I'll see you and you'll see me because I got people around me. I'm taking pictures with people all the time. I took pictures with so many, I think like 160 people.
Well, guess what? Mustafa, you saw Braylon and you saw Stan. Guess what, dude? I got pictures with Braylon and Stan at that freaking tailgate. So he missed out big time. Anyway, I guess that's it. I guess we'll talk tomorrow, boys. Okay. You guys have a wonderful day and go Blue.
Thanks.
Later, Philly.
Appreciate it. That's a first. Philly talking. He got 6, 8. I mean, he got maybe
No, he ran out of steam. You know what? I'm just gonna say it like this: when a caller runs out of steam and decides that it's time to go, say less. Say less.
I just said
That's beautiful. I love to see it.
Oh my God!
Give me your best. You know what I mean?
Miz.
Give me your best.
You become Miz now.
Well,
say less.
I would just say, look, man, like, just give me your best. Give me your best stuff. Don't give me your. Well, what else was I gonna say? No, give me your best. When you give me your best, move on.
Mustafa had me laughing my butt off.
Man, my guy Mustafa was in the dumps for weeks, man. He's like, I'm conceding this game. Last time I was on here, I was like, Mustafa, what are you doing?
It's a rival,
man.
Doing, man. They just people don't get it.
People get caught up in the like how the team looks sometimes, and it's like, yeah, no, I get it. Like the process is kind of ugly sometimes. Sometimes teams that are young go through an ugly. Like, look, man, we're gonna need to replenish some things. I get it. This team won 13-10 last year, and nobody thought that was going to happen. We went through all the same stuff last year. They thought we were going to get
blown out.
Yeah, and look, that could have happened this year. I get it. I get why the pessimism. It was like the least favorable 9-win season of all time. I get it. Nobody likes this team. I get it. We're all fans.
I don't know why you don't like that team. That team did with a freshman quarterback.
Yeah,
a true freshman quarterback.
There are just
so 9-3.
There are so few examples of freshman quarterbacks just coming in here and lighting it up. Like not everybody going to be Trevor Lawrence. And by the way, Trevor Lawrence or Chad Henne.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence came in with like pros,
but he didn't start the season. He didn't start the season. He got put in.
And look, Bryce would have been sitting behind Nussmeier in LSU this year. You wouldn't have had no tape on this guy. He would have came out next year looking incredible. I guarantee it.
And
that's
Lane,
what he's going to look like next
Lane
year.
Kiffin would have loved him.
Oh, my God. Lane might still be making calls. I don't know.
Maybe.
Hey, good for Lane, man. He failed his way up, and then he had a great season with Ole Miss and then immediately dipped. Hey, good for you, man.
I ain't hating on Lane. Everybody was hating on Lane, saying this and that.
He's a rental.
I get it.
Let's just say this. He's a rental. Ole Miss, he was always at Ole Miss to go get the next job. Just like he was at FAU.
Sent me a picture. Mustafa sent me a picture.
My man, Mustafa. What's up, bro?
He got a Aiden Hutchinson jersey.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Hey, hopefully Lions jersey or
no.
Wolverine?
Michigan. Yes, Michigan.
Well. Okay.
It's yellow.
Hey, more Aiden Hutchinsons are coming. They're coming, man. We didn't have an Aiden this year, but that's all right.
For the M Zone today. Really appreciate it. Eric, thank you very much. It's good to see you.
As always.
We'll be back tomorrow. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.